We'll keep them out of the studio for sure. And if you need any of the allergy stuff that's out there,
I'm about to drug up.
have at it. All right. This is just a situation I find myself in today. So we want to hear from you. Let's get those dispatches in. And when we come back, just 380 words. That's all it took. What am I talking about? This is pretty wild to think about. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Need a woman in your life who responds to your most important commands? Hey Siri, play Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on State Road 535 heading northbound south of I-4. There's delays due to an accident on State Road 417 heading southbound near Boggy Creek Road exit 17. You can expect your regular stop-and-go traffic on I-4 heading eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber, HOA and condo board members. Bring your community the fastest, most reliable fiber internet while saving up to 50%. With Blue Stream Fiber, your community gains a partner, not just another provider. Start the partnership at bluestreamfiber.com/radio today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I'm still mad at timeshare companies. For over a decade, I've been fighting to clean up the timeshare industry by getting folks out of bad timeshare. But after all those battles, I'm still asked, how do they sell timeshares for $25,000 when they're available online for only $1? Here's how they do it. They lie. They tell you timeshares are a great investment. You can go anywhere, anytime, or your maintenance fees will never go up. Everything they do to get you to sign is part of a well-planned trap. If you've ever been held hostage at a timeshare presentation and bought, Wesley Financial Group is here to help. To date, we've canceled timeshares for over 16,000 families. I guarantee you this. If we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare cancellation guide. 800-366-6161. That's 800-366-6161. 800-366-6161.
Without the ones like you who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies are making a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ziprecruiter.com/free.
Dale, who are you? I'm you. I'm Future Dale. Navy Federal Credit Union sent me. Listen, your future depends on something important. Like saving the world? No, I said your future, not the future. You need to start saving with Navy Federal so you can buy your dream house.
With savings resources, no monthly fees, and accounts for your every need, you can plan for your future at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Open to the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Do you spray wood preservatives, mold remediation products, or sanitize indoors using a hand wand sprayer? Are you a professional who uses a hand pump tank sprayer or backpack sprayer to treat indoor hard surfaces or pre-construction sites? If so, you may qualify for a research study and get paid up to $300. A research study is currently being conducted in the Orlando area to measure exposure to workers when spraying indoors with manually pressurized hand pump or battery-powered sprayers and backpack sprayers. To qualify, you must have a job or have had one in the last 2 years where you use a pump-up tank sprayer or backpack sprayer for indoor mold remediation, wood treatment, or indoor sanitizing. You must be at least 18 years old with a verified government-issued ID, know how to operate a sprayer, and be in.
What's up, guys?
This is a one-day
What's up?
study
What's
with
up?
compensation up to $300
AI
for your
anti-cheat.
time.
What's up,
Study
Spiro?
participants are needed.
Sorry, I'm like watching my news channel. I love the News Junkie, so you guys can probably hear that.
That's
I'm gonna grind out a couple bounties here, trying to get the ERT.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. Go to iHeartResults.com for more.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
It's Elliot in the morning.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Booker and Stryker.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
Alter Ego, are you ready?
All of the best free curated playlists.
Nobody does it better.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
Hey guys, this is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000.
Awesome. All of your favorite superstars.
We're the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
And best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
It's crazy, but we're doing it. No payments for 6 months at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Radio.
Visit us again.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the News Junkie.
We'll never get free. Lamb to the slaughter. What you gonna do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed, your son and your daughter. What you gonna do when there's blood in the water? When there's blood in the water.
To your dispatches from the News Junkie app in just a moment. How much stress can one man work under and not pass out during a radio show? That's the active social experiment in place right now.
Ramp it up, baby.
During the show today.
Coming up another notch.
Sealade says, you got to outdo me, Sean?
Yeah.
I got one guest dog and you got two guest dogs?
He's the one-uppery.
I didn't mean
just
to.
Blatant.
Hey, I will trade you and then we'll be good to go. And then you just got to deal with humping dog.
My lady, my lady.
You got a lady too?
My lady dog.
Yeah.
Wait, that's different. You call her
It
lady
sounds
dog too.
tough.
My
yeah.
female, my bitch is fixed. So
I just meant the humper.
Did you? Oh boy. Simon has so much energy. It's explosive.
He's adorable, but he has like this almost army vest on him.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as he was let out, got to the humping, and so I was able to pull him back.
God almighty.
And then
he's like humping in the air.
When there was not humping, it was more lady just laying down while he.
Yes, because lady is incredibly submissive, and
I realized
it's like
foreplayed.
I know. I don't know what to do. Everyth's gonna be fun.
I'm about to mainline these allergy pills.
You might need to. All right, we're gonna hear from you momentarily.
Grandpa Sean.
No, good God. I've heard, and again, animal experts do chime in with a dispatch. I've heard that if these dogs are not in heat and another dog's like humping it, then it won't actually get pregnant.
Yeah, and it's not.
So thank God for that. She's
Also,
not in heat right now.
Yeah, his humps are very, puppy-esque.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not breeding.
But he's
just
consistent.
Doing a ding, ding, ding.
He's really consistent about it, which worries me. Okay.
I don't know what happened there. That was weird.
Report, and of all places, the Wall Street Journal about this. And they're talking about Keanu Reeves' performance in John Wick Chapter 4, which is kicking ass right now at the box office. Did better than all the other movies, almost combined, actually. And this is a huge, huge series. Now, I'm confused. I don't know. The guy who's in this movie who, works at the hotel in John Wick, he's the one who just recently died. This actor. Yeah, this actor not long ago. And he was really a fantastic part of the series and kind of an important character. I'm just guessing that he probably finished filming the 4th installment because he died recently, right? That was
that movie was already ready to go.
Yeah, because I think that was a couple of weeks ago. But he's in it, and you got all these other characters in it. And obviously, the key person, John Wick, is played by Keanu Reeves. They talk about this movie, and I talked yesterday about the fight scenes and how insane they are. They said in John Wick Chapter 4, which is 169 minutes long. So this is a long movie. It's a 3-hour movie, basically. And this almost 3-hour movie, Keanu Reeves has 380 words in the whole movie.
Really?
That's
and how many punches does he have?
Probably way more than that.
Yeah.
380 words, which I think is like a page of dialogue, basically.
And 80 of those words are, hey.
Yeah. Like, I'm
Whoa.
John Wick, you know. He doesn't talk that much in this movie.
Did he talk a lot in the other 3?
I guess he didn't, and I didn't even really notice that much. Now, the first one, which was a shorter movie at 101 minutes, he had 484 words in that. And then
one second. I have to send a blueprint for Starbase.
Across all of the movies, he has somewhere around 1,000 different words that he actually says in those films, which you might think, oh, what an easy gig. No. Everyone spent practicing dialogue and memorizing the script is spent doing far more complex things with stunts.
I mean, yeah, learning the fight sequences those are almost like dances.
Yeah,
you know,
it's totally choreographed. It's really, really intensive. I saw a scene the other day, and somebody was like, "This is one of the craziest stunt scenes, even though it doesn't seem like it." And in it, I don't know what movie it was. Maybe somebody will recognize just from what I'm saying. But it was, I think it was in like a subway station or something. And if you've ever been...
escalator.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
You and I have the same TikTok account.
What is that from?
That's from John Wick.
Oh, was it really? Okay. So there's a scene, and you have this stuntman, and he's like running along, and he gets to this escalator going down in this subway, and it's a real escalator, and it's working. And he does a stunt fall down the escalator as he's filming this movie. When you're watching it, you're going, oh my God, how did that guy not just kill himself?
It looked really intense.
It looked
and
uncomfortable.
And I'm sure that it takes a lot of training to fall perfectly. Or, we have a very professional stuntman who listens to the show, Richard.
Yeah.
And I was very curious to ask him about it because there has to be also a fine line between I've done this enough that it won't hurt me that much versus like how intricate is the falling, because the way it looked, like I could also look just like that.
Right. That's
All right.
Touching right on the beauty of it. The beauty of it is that they're able to do this in a sophisticated way and also make it look like they just stumbled down the stairs.
And it's mind-blowing to me that they do not have a category in the Academy Awards.
Yeah, that's surprising. We should talk to him at some point. That would be really interesting.
I'll set it up.
To get behind the scenes of this like stuntman world, especially with John Wick 4 out there and getting so much attention. Before we go to you, I keep hearing more and more about what's going on over at Twitter, and they are pushing to try to get people to sign up for that Twitter Blue thing. Sealand, are you going to sign up for the Twitter Blue subscription?
How much does it cost?
Costs $8 a month.
That's a hard pass for me.
$8 a month to use a service that is the worst social media service for discourse ever.
Does it do anything at all besides put a blue check mark next to my name on Twitter?
Well, it's supposed to give you more exposure. It's supposed to give you priority in the tweet replies. And they said as of April 15th, only tweets by verified users will show up in the default main feed and the For You recommendations on Twitter. So now...
Like something they ripped off of TikTok?
Yes, and now, they even called it For You. But now to even show up in people's main feeds, they're going to push people to subscribe to this $8 a month thing. Are people going to do that is the question.
I mean, here's the thing. It used to look cool to have the check mark. Now that you can pay for it, less cool. Also, to make my tweets more visible, let's go through a history of my most recent tweets.
Mm-hmm.
February, December, September, May.
Not a lot of posting going on.
Another May. Oh, two in May. April. This is last April, by the way. And then March. So, I mean, I can cover a year
Oh no.
Almost one page of scrolling.
Yeah, the other thing is they said if you don't subscribe, like there's like almost turning Twitter into a pay-per-view like everybody else wants to do. If you don't subscribe, you can't vote in polls either. So if there's like a poll on Twitter, and you go to vote, they're like, nah.
So he's just trying to burn the social media to the ground.
He thinks that he's gonna like push everybody into this, that they love Twitter or love to hate Twitter so much that they're willing to do this.
Facebook, they're not.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
I don't know. I don't
You will
think
have
people are
this
gonna do that.
available everywhere else.
They'll just go somewhere where it's free. People love free.
Unless it starts to work, and then you're going to find Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok doing the
Well, they
same
already
thing.
are. They are, but they're not doing as many like walls in the way.
Do they have verification on Truth Social?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I like only have been on Truth Social to see if like there was a tweet or a truth storm, I guess, by former President Trump when we've been talking about it on the show. But on Instagram and Facebook, aka Meta, they now have a thing, and it's like in early stages where you can get the check, get the verification, and then, oh, here are all the benefits you get. The benefits seem like really stupid, actually. But we'll see. I don't know. Let's go over to you. Your dispatches are rolling in right now. I don't want to see what you have on your mind. Here is Tony B. Greasy chiming in with the dispatch.
News junkies.
Hey.
Sean, C-Lane, Sabrina, Divot. What up, y'all? Man, yesterday's show was really depressing all the way around. First of all, I want to give my condolences to Swindle's family. That's super sad. I wish them all the best. Now, Sean, with your dog situation, I can understand the stress. I recently had to take in a dog. It was my mom's dog, and for the past month and a half, these dogs have been trying to fight and eat each other almost every day. One dog is a Rottweiler German Shepherd mix. My dog is a Pomeranian, so definitely not a good situation. I hope you get through and keep them triglycerides down. We need you out here, buddy.
Thank you,
Last
man.
thing, I'll get off here. Yesterday, y'all were talking about factories and how they can make the neighborhood smell. Don't forget out here in Cleveland, we had a sausage factory that people said on a hot day could sometimes smell really bad. Turn to find out, it was just a guy down the street who had 20-something bodies buried all around
What?
and inside his house. So you never know what you smell. Wiggle, wiggle, pop.
Is
pop.
that true?
Yeah, I feel like that would have been something we talked about on the air.
That particular factory was a factory of death.
Yeah, that I'd never heard that before. That's a wild story. if
Wait,
true.
where was this? Did he say?
He said in Cleveland, I think. So Cleveland sausage bodies.
Sausage bodies.
Something very weird
Oh,
that you're
yeah.
gonna have to search. It's real?
Well, I mean, it's coming up 6 days ago when I do 20 bodies found in Cleveland.
No way. Holy cow. Get a story up on that if you can. I haven't even seen that yet. Here's my drug dealer. That's the dispatcher's name, just for any law enforcement listening, with a dispatch.
Morning, junkies.
Hey.
Hey, Sean, let me get one of those news junkie puppies. I mean, magnets.
I could do the puppy thing. And I won't even mail it to you. You know, I've screwed that up so many
Waiting
times.
on a
I won't
VHRT.
screw that up for you. Here's VW Shane with the dispatch.
Hey guys, happy
day.
I'm halfway through the podcast, and currently Sabrina for yesterday's show, and currently Sabrina's talking about wanting to sing the national anthem, and I'm pretty sure y'all have a event coming up, a sporting event.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Perhaps Sabrina could
He's
sing the
not
national
at that
anthem
point
at
yet.
the Ultimate Pinewood Derby.
He's gonna feel weird when he hears that.
Let me know your thoughts. Could be fun. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Yeah, we're working on a
If I
lot
can
of stuff.
get one singing lesson in, I may or may not sing it.
We got to get somebody really good though, like somebody who's maybe somebody who's done this a lot
I
of time.
thought you meant.
No, not.
Wow.
Wait, what did you say? I missed it.
When I said I got to get somebody very good though, he thought I meant for the national anthem as opposed to not
Oh.
you. I meant for the
I don't
for the
think
lesson.
I'm really good.
I meant for the lesson. I think he sounded good yesterday.
Yeah, if you're a vocal coach, email me, Sabrina@realradio.fm.
Let's go over to Not the FBI real quick, talking about my story from yesterday.
Good day, junkies.
Hey.
Just dispatching in regards to Sean's situation that happened over the weekend. I'm now a podcast listener because I moved out of the Orlando area, but I still listen every day.
Thank you.
As you guys know, I am a former police officer, and the type of guys that Sean ran into is the standard. The reason why I got out of law enforcement was because I was not one of these guys. I was more level-headed and calm, cool, and I wasn't a bro. So they bully everybody, including fellow officers.
Mhm.
So it's nothing that Sean experienced is different from the norm of the typical SWAT, machismo police officer. So yeah, it's not uncommon for these guys to be like this.
Yeah, there's that
Wiggle, wiggle, pop
that
up.
brotherhood aspect that you see like in the military and stuff, and sometimes you need that camaraderie. And I don't mind if those guys bond because they do a very dangerous job and they need to be able to work together. I just think that when they encounter people, you don't get to act differently because you have a badge. All right, that's it. You know, that's
Are they
what.
in uniform?
No, but even if you're, even more so if you're not. You know, like the idea that you're wandering around now looking like a citizen, but you think you don't have to follow the same rules. You know, like I'm a cop, I'm in charge here. This is how this game works. I don't like that. It doesn't fly with me. And yesterday, after the show, I figured out that the Orange County Sheriff's Office, even though I did not say the name of the place that this happened, showed up there, and they now have a nickname for me, which they call me Green Shirt over at the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Because you're wearing the green shirt today. But on that day, I was in the video wearing the green shirt, so they're like, we want to see green shirt when this happens, and they're going over all this footage. It's crappy footage. And I guess they were concerned about some other things, but yeah, they call me Green Shirt these days, and they were over there grabbing the same footage that I have. I don't know where this is going to go next. You know, a lot of people are like, what's the end game? As I said, I'll say it again. I don't want anybody to get fired, you know? And honestly, if I would have got an email to tips@thenewsjunkie.com from one of the one or two main people who were involved in this that just said, you know what, bud, I was going through a lot, had a rough night, my bad, I'd drop it. I'd just leave it alone. I wouldn't talk about it anymore. Of course, I didn't get that email. And I'll still stay that way. You know, for the next like 24 hours or so, I haven't done anything else or said anything else about what went down. But if somebody just wanted to reach out and email and be like, you know what, our friend had died. It was a really rough night for us. Sorry, you know, this happened. Anything like that. Be like, okay, you're just acknowledging at least that you were treating people like crap, and not just me. You were treating people who were in your way, as you saw it, like crap. And I hate that. I'm just internally, I'm just against that. I can't help it. It's how I am. I don't like people who bully other people, and that's why I reacted the way I did. Trust me, I wish I didn't in so many ways. Like, maybe it's something interesting to listen to, but I'm sitting here thinking, are they going to be following me around? Am I in danger? Is my girlfriend in danger? Is what the hell is going to happen to me?
People on the radio show.
Yeah, exactly. I swear to God. I mean, I literally have thought about that. I'm putting other people, as I see it, in danger. And this is something that's happened in the show before. It's the green shirt thing is going to stick with me, I think. But I think about that, and I hate it, and it makes me even more stressed, and I'm certainly nervous about it. Because as I said yesterday, it's not like I can beat these guys up if we're adults. I don't know why we're talking about this, but it's not like these guys are big dudes. They're MMA fighters, half of them. They're SWAT team members. What the hell am I going to do? Just a guy who wanted to sit down and have a drink after a long week. And I guess, you know, you can't do that anymore. But I'll leave it open. Maybe if somebody wants to do that, somebody was there that night to tips@thenewsjunkie.com, then it goes away. Then I just shut up. You know, you can buy my silence by just acknowledging what happened there on last Friday. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. My gut tells me that email will not arrive. And if it doesn't, then maybe the gas pedal gets hit again. And we'll see where that leads us. Okay, we're going to hear from more of you. There is a very awkward moment from yesterday that I want you to hear. I'm going to play that audio for you. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Holding your virtual hand as the world crumbles. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, good Tuesday to you. Jamie King here, Fox 35 Storm Center. Just want to update the forecast, freshen things up for you as we approach midday here in Central Florida. Low 90s inland today, we'll call it 91 Orlando. Cooler at the beaches after 3 o'clock, a 20% chance of an isolated shower or storm. Same for this evening, up to about the midnight hour. Lows down to 67. On our Wednesday and Thursday, low 80s for highs. We'll keep it dry with wake-up temps in the 60s. For Fox 35, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Have a great day.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. Hurry into Jackson Hewitt for 50% off tax prep, but do it before April 9th. Limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max savings $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack. So they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of needles. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
When you order food for work on EasyCater.com, we've got your back. Real humans are here to help with your order every step of the way, making sure everything goes right, even behind the scenes without you knowing. Confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem,
Thanks for calling EasyCater.
call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're right here with 100,000 restaurants, working hard to ensure the food arrives on time and is ordered. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Did you know you can now build a low-maintenance deck using stone? With Tanzite Stone Decking. Tanzite Stone does not use any plastic whatsoever. It is decking that's naturally durable, just like everything made with stone. Tanzite Stone doesn't scratch at all. The color will never fade. It is not slippery, even when wet. And it stays cool in the sun. Since Tanzite decking is made of stone, it's virtually indestructible. That's why we guarantee it with a lifetime warranty. Discover how incredibly durable and beautiful a stone deck can be. Go to Tanzite.com. That's TANZITE.com. Online, you'll see how it easily installs over any regular wood deck structure, and you can order a sample to test it for yourself. Build a deck with the durability of stone at Tanzite.com. That's TANZITE.com.
Oh, that's
They
funny.
say the best bourbons are those with a tradition of quality, the ones that carry a rich history and the potential for a bolder future. At Wild Turkey, we've made our bold, pre-prohibition style bourbon for over 100 years without once compromising our quality or our spirit. In other words, we stuck to our roots without getting stuck in our ways. And we can't think of a better tradition than that. Wild Turkey Bourbon. Trust your spirit.
Copyright 2023, Campari American, New York, New York. Never compromise, drink responsibly.
Russ Rollins here. Hey, my pool was cold, so I called Solar Source, and I'm so glad that I did. Solar Source is going to put a solar hybrid pool package on for me, which means solar energy is going to make my pool a lot warmer, and I'm also getting an energy-efficient pump, which means we're switching over from chlorine to salt water, which is so much better, and a Gulfstream electric pool heater to make sure it stays just right. Thanks to Solar Source for all of this. Going solar is a big decision. I recommend Solar Source. Go to solarsource.com/monsters to get your quote now. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wawa's panini flavors are getting even bolder, like buffalo chicken paired with creamy mac and cheese. They're sure to be the envy of every lunch. Go ahead, try a new bold panini today. Gotta have a Wawa.
This hour brought to you by Space Coast Jobs Now, coming March 30th.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the News Junkie.
This is a nightmare, man. You know, it's sometimes a thing that comes up on this show where we talk about you can try to be in control of so many things in your life. But then when it comes down to it, like sometimes things just happen. Nightmares just happen. And I bet you guys have seen this at some point over the last couple of days because it has gone just about as viral as a thing can online. I've seen it on every social media platform you could imagine.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see
And this is something that just happened, and I don't know exactly where it went down, but I'll walk you through this. For those of you watching, you'll be able to see what's going on, but I'll describe it for everybody else, and I'll try to put it up on See It Now. As a matter of fact, Celia, let me just shoot you this link so we can put that up. You can just direct link it so it's nice and fast if you want. Here it is for you and for everybody else. This is just somebody driving down the road, okay? And it's a dash cam. You saw
exactly
this?
What you're talking
Isn't
about.
this a nightmare?
Insane.
I didn't even know
no way
that
to
this,
even avoid that.
But I didn't even know that this could be this bad. Now, I've had some incidents driving before where, for instance, I was next to a semi-truck and one of the tires was like flat and they were just going to like ride it until it broke off, which is so dangerous. And then I've seen it like kind of the broken tire kind of fall off and hit somebody else's car.
The very bad car accident that I got into, God, it must have been 15, almost 20 years ago now.
Mhm.
No, that doesn't make sense. I wasn't 12. But anyways, it was a
while
long
ago.
time ago. And it was a piece of tire that had come off a truck, like the tread part.
Yes, yeah.
And when my friend tried to avoid it, it's when we spun out and played pinball with the turnpike, essentially.
Scary, man. And this one was so insane. Have you seen this yet, Celine? Oh,
Get
my
ready.
God.
Your
Check this out.
mind's blown.
All right, so there's an SUV rolling here in one lane. Now, watch down the lane because you're going to see a
The
wheel.
white truck.
Yeah, a wheel falls off of a vehicle.
All right, and look on the left is the Kia.
Yep.
And then wheel falls off.
And boom!
Look at
What
that.
the hell?
Like out of a damn movie, man.
The front wheel of this white truck comes off as it's driving down the road, and the Kia hits it, and it looks like, am I exaggerating, a Transformers movie scene? I mean, the car goes several feet up into the air and, like, flips over.
I mean, a freak accident, and, like, the timing of that all. Also, the idea that the wheel just came off of that truck.
Yeah, how does that happen? The wheel just comes right off of this truck and then right into this car and then through
Look
the air.
at that, man. That's insane.
And these poor people, they had no idea what was happening. They were doing their best.
And
They were
there's
driving
that
safe.
perfectly fine tire.
Yeah, the tire's just still going because it had so much momentum, and the car
My
is
God.
just demolished.
Now, fortunately, they all were able to walk away from it, like
Which
minor injuries.
Is maybe a testament to the damn car because this Kia really
Was it hamsters driving?
You can't get in a worse crash than that. Imagine being in the front seat of that vehicle. You're just flying up into the air. Steve Orbeck on YouTube says that Kia Soul went for a wild ride. Yes, it did. James says it looks like a Michael Bay movie. It totally does. It looks fake, but it's totally real. Go for the Oats over on Discord says the truck would be at fault for failure to keep a safe vehicle. If that's true, I mean, you see this quite a bit. I'm driving around on different interstates and major roads. You'll often see stuff in the road. I mean, I've seen stuff myself where I was like, oh my God, that's a nightmare. I saw a hand truck. Some people might call it a dolly one time.
I call it a hand truck.
Center lane on I-95 at the time. And I go, oh my God, it was upside down. And I said, if somebody hits this thing, that's a catastrophe. And in this case, it's just a wheel off of the truck.
And there was no time for that driver to stop.
No, they couldn't have done anything.
Prepare themselves.
No, they had not even like a fraction of a second to do anything before this truck's wheel came off, went underneath their vehicle, sent them up into the air, several feet off the road. The car did a
They
flip.
are lucky they're alive.
And
man.
it didn't land on the roof. I think it might have landed on the roof. Let me bring it back here. Afterwards, it lands on the roof. So if they're going 70 miles an hour, and they flip and land on the roof. It is just an absolute miracle that those people did not die in that accident. So be safe out there, obviously. You just absolutely never know what the hell's going to come at you.
I kind of, not witnessed, but came upon a situation that immediately made me think of you because you've talked about this kind of thing happening so much. And I think it was before the pandemic because I think we were still at our other studio.
Right.
And I had a little bit longer of a drive. And it was more highway.
Yeah.
And so I was on
Oh
the
shit!
highway,
I'm probably
and
gonna
there
die
was a
here.
Truck carrying wood, and the wood had shifted.
Oh no!
I think the driver already knew because he was going like 20 miles an hour or less. Like he had slowed down.
So
quite
maybe
a
he
bit,
saw it shift,
and maybe he felt it. Maybe somebody had kind of alerted him to the situation because if he were going at a full speed. That was, that you could go when everything is properly restrained and tied down. That might have been. I mean, if not like stuff falling off and hitting people, the shift could have been enough to throw the weight of the trailer.
Oh, flip it over!
And
Yeah,
just flip the guy.
I've actually seen videos of that. I told this story a long time ago about when my dad was driving.
What the hell just happened? How did I fire so much?
Big, like, giant
That's
trees on
crazy.
it, and they shifted and all spilled out all over the place, and it's just absolutely wild.
Spiro, can you clip that? That was crazy.
It's dangerous sometimes. eFresh Rocks on Twitch says, one time I was exiting off 95.
Yeah, the tour pit,
like,
station or something.
God, driving down there is so intense.
I know I crossed the Broward County line when I almost die.
It makes you feel like a Formula One driver or something, just once you get down to the Miami area. I was exiting off 95 towards Miami, and somebody's tire came off, rolled out, and hit a car, and then the tire flew into the air. If I didn't go to that exit, it would have hit me. Some Final Destination stuff. And a lot of people chiming in on this, so we'll hear from more of you. Quick update, though, on a story that we talked about previously. Jeremy Renner. It's amazing that this guy survived. Speaking of accidents, he was run over by a snow machine, which don't think snowmobile.
Oh my
Think
God.
An incredibly big,
post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, like a huge piece of equipment.
Oh, you may not be able to. The VODs may be locked. I forgot I did that when I was playing Last Oasis.
And he's been posting
I had to lock my VODs because they could look at my VOD to see where I was coming from or whatnot.
All kinds of surgeries. And he's been chronicling his progress.
Oh, you got it. Cool.
And
Thanks.
now he's up and walking again on it. They had him on this like weird specialized treadmill thing, and he's back on his feet and recuperating. And it's just, this guy should have died. I mean, everything that you see in this situation that he was in. Jeremy Renner, famous for playing Hawkeye and a million other things in a lot of movies. He was able to survive, and now he's doing pretty well, it seems.
Speaking of Hawkeye, that has to be delayed, right?
Oh, yeah, he can't get into any of that too soon, I wouldn't think. But he is moving, so he's walking, and you can see that like there's a machine, but it didn't seem to be helping him. So at least he's able to be mobile. Here is Technoid with a dispatch. Let's see what Technoid says. It says green shirt. Hello?
I mean, it's just 132 shots, but it seems like a lot, huh?
All right. Yeah, I've already done that, sir. I did that a long time ago, before any of this ever happened. We are, by the way, getting ready in less than 2 weeks for the Ultimate Pinewood Derby 4. Super excited to go to an awesome venue. It's called Tuffy's. You've probably heard of it.
Tuffy's Music Box and Lounge.
And this place, like, they throw cool events. So they know what's going on. They have, like, a whole big stage area, and they have a cool beer garden area. We're going to be out on that beer garden area thanks to our friend JustCallMo.com, Mo DeWitt. Also, thanks to Solar Source. They are newly on board, and we're super excited to work with them for this. And what was the other place?
Vape.
Apaka Vape
and Mini Mart.
They also are on board for the Ultimate Pinewood Derby 4. Something you don't want to miss. And if you don't have a team, that's fine. You missed out on the teams. Those are sold out. But you can come out and be a spectator for free dollars and free cents. How about that? Go get some amazing food from Tuffy's because I've heard real good things. I've never eaten there, but I've heard good things about the food at Tuffy's.
Oh, it's great over there. The atmosphere is wonderful. Downtown Sanford is a hoot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's where we did Mo's Comedy Jam.
Yes, exactly.
And I think everyone, it's our first time doing anything in Sanford in almost 10 years that
Right.
we've been on the air, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Plus, with Toughies, we have the beauty of if it happened to rain or something, we can move everybody into an interior location where they have a huge area. So we got a backup plan for that if you're thinking of coming out with the family.
And those of you that are involved in the race, I'm still looking to get quite a few other names in the registry.
Okay.
So if you could scan the QR code that came into your package there as you're building the car, we need that before the event on April 8th.
For you boomers, don't be scared of a QR code. Just turn on your camera, put it over the QR code, and a link comes up. Easy as that. And then fill out the information for your team for the Ultimate Pinewood Derby 4. There was an
Is this really a minor out here?
I haven't heard this whole thing yet. But I guess Fox News
I bet you.
to President Biden, and they were expecting him to make comments on the Nashville shooting, but he was talking about ice cream or something instead. And
yikes.
I wonder if Fox was like, hey, he's not talking about this. Let's pop in. But he did address it at some point. Let's see how this went. I want to hear
the White House.
I doubt this guy even knows I'm here.
On shooting, and they were going to Biden.
My name is Joe Biden.
Oh, God.
I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband.
He uses this opener all the time.
And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh.
So they did
By the
not
way,
tell.
I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs.
Oh.
I think I'm kidding. I'm not. God. Ben, how are you, pal?
Yes, he clearly had no idea that they were going to go to him right at the beginning.
Yeah,
of the
way to go,
speech.
Fox News. Make him look like a dick.
He's giving a speech at the White House here, and then he was going to at some point make comments on the Nashville shooting. But when they went to him, he's talking about chocolate ice cream, which is a weird look.
Is that really his go-to opening line?
I guess so.
said
Yeah,
it
I
a
know.
couple
He says,
times.
"I'm Joe Biden."
I'm Joe Biden's husband.
Yeah, Joe Biden, Dr. Joe Biden's husband is one he uses all the time. The ice cream one, I don't know if that's frequent from him or not, but he's got a whole refrigerator of it if you're interested. We got more to get to when we come back. There was a stunt gone wrong that we need to talk about. Also, if you have any thoughts on what's going on, go to thenewsjunkie.com. You create an account, it takes like a second or two, and then you can get off and running, sending us dispatches to join us on the show. All right, we'll get to that. Plus, something that's been happening at a lot of concerts that I want to talk about. We'll get more updates on the Orange County Sheriff's Office where we need to, and a lot more. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on State Road 435 Kirkman Road heading northbound. At Windover Road, 2 right lanes are blocked. There's stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429 and slowdowns on I-4 westbound between Sand Lake Road and before State Road 535.
It's hard for me not to... What's this guy doing?
Traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center in James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. When your ride fires on all cylinders, so do you. That's why Napa is on a mission to keep you in motion. With nearly 6,000 Napa Auto Parts stores and over 17,000 Napa Auto Care centers, the Napa network has everything you need to get up and go. Thinking about getting married?
Did he just go AFK for a minute, or what's going on there?
When I asked my wife Peggy to be my bride, I had to drive all the way to Michigan to get married. I was 24 years old. I turned around twice.
Oh, banana eyes.
Because I'm like, what am I doing? And I knew I had picked the right ride.
Oh, he must be scanning minerals. We're totally shadowing a minor.
Where we are today with 3 children, 10 grandchildren, and a lot of friends. Having the right partner and being married, it's truly the biggest
What do you think, Spiro? Should I do it?
And helping other happy couples, either just starting out or celebrating milestone anniversaries, is what International Diamond Center is all about.
Life gets better each year.
He's going to go land, and we're going to be right there.
International Diamond Center with 4 Orlando locations, where relationships come first, always.
I love my wife dearly. She's the greatest, biggest blessing that God has ever given to me. There is nothing more important than my wife.
The Manawa Caves is a brand new fiction podcast that marries supernatural horror storytelling with an immersive psychological thriller. Tune in to uncover the chilling story and secrets as old as the caves themselves.
Without monsters, there are no victims, no prosecutions, no defenses.
Listen to the Manawak Caves. That's MANTAWAUK Caves on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everybody, Jim here from my friends at Solar Bear. Did you know that last year in Orlando, 3 different utility rate increases and they're meeting regarding another? But you can stop going along with these rate increases because now's the time to go solar with Solar Bear. The #1 solar installer in the state of Florida. They can help eliminate your power.
I don't have a helmet on.
Free. Solar Bear, also the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state. They're locally owned and operated. That means no subcontractors. Visit solarbear.com today for your free estimate. And right now, get 0 down, 0% interest and no payments for 12 months with credit approval. Say goodbye to your electric bill, but say hi to Solar Bear. Solarbear.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along.
I'm going to imagine the camera is up.
Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.
But I can't see because I don't have a helmet.
Free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I've bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage
Ooh, he didn't turn his engines off.
CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546 on your cell phone. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Oh, that explains it. 30K.
With the 3 best friends you never knew you had. This is the News Junkie.
I was wondering why the guy was taking so long.
Oh, poor Courtney. There's a dog wrangling out there right now.
Dog show, baby.
We got guest dogs for the next 2 weeks. And they're sweet dogs. It's just like a settling in process that's happening right now with a lot of humping going on. And Courtney, I love you so much. She's so sweet. She's out there dealing with all the stresses of trying to get these dogs not to bark at each other.
I was like, I can go get my drugs.
We might need some CBD or something just to lighten the mood for them. Oh, that stuff? Yeah. Whatever it takes just to get the dog to stop humping. But I have received some advice on that, and I appreciate that. We're going to hear from some more dispatches momentarily. We'll try to get to a bunch of those today. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And Stephanie emails, and she says, my brother is a police officer. Good morning, Sean. First of all, I'm sorry you had this horrible experience with the law enforcement officers. Their actions are unacceptable and should be punished for their despicable and abusive behavior. My brother is a police officer here in South Florida. He's one of the many good ones. I can't tell you how many times he's been spit on, cursed at, and shoved while on the job. Boy, isn't that the other side of the coin? That sucks that we have people just flat out hate cops too, you know? And maybe that's what kind of makes them feel isolated and they start, getting into this silo where they're just in the brotherhood of the other cops. Back to the letter. Still, he continues to go to work and do his job to protect and serve the community. Just want to say thank you. When you talk about stories involving bad police officers, you always follow up by saying these only represent a small percentage of police officers, and most officers actually do a good job. Sincerely, Stephanie. P.S. I absolutely love your show. You guys get me through my workday. Well, thank you, Stephanie. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Very, very nice, and that's what we come here and do this every single day. There's another one of these stupid social media challenges that whenever I see them, I go, this is dumb. People aren't doing this on a widespread basis, and hopefully this doesn't happen to any of us. But sometimes it ends up with people getting in trouble, and in this case, that's how it worked in a place called Tustin. They say a new social media challenge, which has people putting buckets on the heads of strangers and filming their reactions, went horribly wrong when a woman in Tustin fainted after a group of men unexpectedly targeted her for the prank. This poor mom, she's just trying to shop at Target. She's a new mom of twin boys. So you think I got a situation going on with little dogs out there? That's nothing. Being a mom or a dad of twins, oh my God, I salute all of you parents of multiples. Triplets? I can't even fathom. I can't even think of how you brave yourself through.
Mom?
Oh my God.
I talked to my mama?
Oh, your mom probably went through hell. Just having one child to chase around is bad enough.
It takes an effing army.
It does.
That's not a joke at all. And I think that, like, we talk about it every once in a while because I'm the oldest of 4 kids total. But when the twins were born, I was 4
You were
years old.
4 when they were
4 or
born.
5.
Is your brother younger than you?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's younger. So it goes you,
My
the
brother.
twins. Oh, you, your brother, and then the twins.
Then the twins,
Okay.
yeah. And then...
well, you were all pretty close together then.
Yeah, we're all like about 2 years apart,
Yeah.
and my mom was like, "You immediately took on this role as adults. Like you even referred to your siblings as the kids, and
It's
helped
funny
take
to,
care of
to
them."
think of a 4-year-old doing this. Yeah, like, look, kids, calm it down out here.
Need me to help with the kids?
It's so much work doing that. This poor lady's just trying to get baby supplies as Target. She's probably exhausted. She's probably had a long day. And these little asshole teenage boys come and they toss a bucket over her head. And they...
Total, but when the
You might say, oh, they threw a bucket over your head, no big deal. You still can't do that. Leave people alone. Mind your own business, man. She said, I was looking at some baby soap. I leaned down and my whole world changed. Everything went quiet, dark, and there was really no air. So she didn't understand. She didn't know that a bucket had gone over her head. She just knew she got hit and everything went dark. I flipped off what was put over me around my neck. I turned around and looked over my left shoulder. To my dismay, a group of individuals were filming me for some sort of prank or maybe something like TikTok. God, it gets worse for this woman. The 30-year-old cancer survivor says she developed epilepsy later in life, that the assault deprived her of, and that the assault deprived her of air. She fainted and was rushed to the Irvine Medical Center, and she said that she is injured as a result of this, and she's a nervous wreck. I get the fact that you're trying to be young, you're trying to be fun, and you're trying to make something for TikTok. But it's possible to do this. It truly is. Without putting your hands on another person, without touching
What?
anybody.
But how are people going to watch it?
All you have to do is just do something creative that doesn't involve you hurting another person or throwing a bucket over their head and go viral that way. They went after these kids and there may be charges
As they
for
should,
them.
man.
Did you hear the terrible one? I don't want to get too down in the weeds, but there was one yesterday that had my blood boiling, and I'm supposed to keep the stress levels low, but I can't
Is
do
it
it.
considered like a vacation?
I am considering one right now. Unfortunately, now I've got 3 dogs, though. So
Dog-friendly hotel.
Gonna need... But the story that I saw, let me see if I can bring this up real quick, because it made me so pissed off when I read this. And there's some photos of this. I'm not even going to show it. You guys can look it up if you want to see it, and you'll see it's as bad as I'm talking about. This is about this Georgia teenager. Have you seen this at all or no? Okay. If you want to look up the story while I'm talking about this, his name is Trent Lehrkamp, Lehrkamp. And he's a disabled kid.
Oh.
And
I did see this.
These I think they were
The
either...
kids like they were in a cafeteria or something.
I don't know where they were.
He
They
was
were,
like on the phone. He was
No.
showing him a piece of paper.
No. I think this
No,
might be a different
multiple
one.
instances.
Yeah, this is at St. Simon's Island in a party they were having there. And it was these kids from this college, I believe, or high school. And they said, police are investigating whether a picture circulating on social media was taken during the incident in question, which has left the teen on life support after his breathing slowed to just 6 breaths a minute, which doesn't take a rocket scientist or a doctor to know that that's not good. The image, which appears to have been taken on Snapchat, shows the Glen Academy High School graduate sitting in a chair, unconscious, covered in spray paint, as several other teenage males stand behind him, flipping their middle fingers to the camera. They said, these fine young men bound an unconscious and unresponsive boy to a chair. So let me just tell you what they did. I'll go away from the story because this is we have to work on the teenagers and these younger kids that are getting involved in stuff like this. We have to do better. This kid has an issue, and he's in a chair.
Mm-hmm.
And they funneled a bunch of liquor into his mouth to try to get him drunk because they thought it was funny. He thought that they were going to be his friends and like that he was excited to go to a party with these people. He was surprised that they liked him. But they were pulling like out of a movie, a prank on him to screw with him and make him like this center of attention that they could screw with. And one of them like actually went number 2 on the kid, like across his lap. They spray painted him all over the place. In the photo I'm talking about, he looks like he's dead. He looks like he's dead.
What is wrong with these kids,
I don't
man?
know, but when
And
I
they're
saw
teenagers?
it, I think so. I think they were very loose about the people who were actually involved in this in the story that I saw.
How are they not being charged with something?
They dropped
That's
his ass
insane
off
to me.
at the emergency room because finally they realized, like, oh, this kid's gonna die.
Oh, after taking a number 2 on them.
After doing that, after
My
posting
God.
photos on Snapchat and other social media outlets possibly, where they were like having fun and partying, just disgusting, unbelievable, over the top, and it makes you angry to see that people are willing to do that to other human beings. Let's work in a few dispatches very quickly. And, maybe this is an offer for vocal lessons, I think? I don't know. It's Twinkletits with a dispatch. Hello?
Hello, Junkie. So, Sabrina, you're wanting to take vocal lessons? Look up a guy named Jim Gillette on YouTube. He'll teach you how to sing with power.
Ginger Let?
Thank you. Twinkletits out. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Sounded like Jen Gillette, like Penn Gillette's wife.
Let me do it one more time.
Genja? I don't know. How do you spell
Hello,
that?
Junkie. So, Sabrina, you're wanting to take vocal lessons? Look up a guy named Jim Gillette on YouTube.
Jim Gillette, I think is what he said.
Jim.
Yeah, J-I-M, I'm guessing. Gillette, I have no idea. Maybe we need more info on that. Lisa G's talking about Jeremy Renner's situation.
Dog Sabrina C-Lane, happy Tuesday.
Hey!
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think that was the dog again. Oh, that was the dog.
You want another one?
Well, one of the 2 dogs. Anyways, Jeremy Renner, his video, he was on what's called an Alter G treadmill. Those things are like 75 grand. What it does is you zip yourself in, basically, and then it fills with air underneath you.
Whoa.
And basically takes away part of your body weight. So if you've had a major fracture or fractures like he did, you can walk without about anywhere from 10 to 90% of your body weight. So it makes it a lot easier on your muscles and bones and joints.
These are crazy.
It's a very big recovery thing for people who have had major fractures or issues. It allows you to start to walk and run without the stress, basically. Hope that answers some questions.
It does.
Wiggle,
Thank you.
pop.
I'm looking at this right now, C-Lane. This is what Jeremy Renner was in. It's like a treadmill where you're like in a pod below the waist.
He looks like a centaur.
Yeah, it does. It's gonna make him look like a centaur because he's like the bottom half of his body from the waist down is in this elongated pod, like the shape of a horse's body, and that is filled with air, I guess.
Frankly, to me, that looks like the best way to treadmill.
It's kind of cool, but what she said is very, very expensive. A useful tool for them when they're trying to help out people like
make
this.
it or something, right?
I mean, I don't know how complicated it actually is, but she said 75
It's like something
grand.
for the pool.
Yeah, let's. Did you find that the guy on YouTube that he was talking about?
All right, just send you the link.
Okay, hang on. Let me bring this up.
It's Jim Gillette, like the brand of razors.
All right, let's see.
And
No judgment here.
Okay.
So far.
Does he have a
you
beautiful
want to
voice?
hit those scorching.
Whoa!
Well, you came to the right place. Hi, I'm Jim Gillette from the band Nitro, and this is lesson 1 of Metal Method's vocal power.
Oh my God. Does his shirt say bad boy?
It does.
Can I tell you, I want that shirt so bad.
What band did he say?
Nitro?
Nitro.
And I think I remember that bad boy brand.
Oh, God. So this guy...
Look at the bangs.
It's in October 1991, and he looks of the time. He's got the 80s rocker mullet kind of thing going on, but like a little longer hair than that.
Would we call that business in the front?
I think this is just maybe...
I think just more of a
long
like,
hair.
conservative in the front.
Yeah, but the front is a little shorter.
And that's what it's all about.
Tell me, bud.
Power.
Yeah.
Well, you can't race a car before you learn how to drive.
Okay.
Just like you can't scream.
I'm sorry.
That's Nitro.
Yeah, I also, is that how you think I'm going to sing the national anthem?
Yeah. You could really drill it if you did it metal style.
And the rockets are ready to go like that.
Oh, okay.
Did that
Why
hurt?
don't you just do it? Yeah, I mean, you.
I don't think I can even physically
Watch,
do
he just
that.
passes out right now.
Jim Gillette has got another one coming here. You might be able to take him out
Jim
of his
Gillette is
business.
also 80 years old now.
Yeah, he's probably, yeah. Because this is from
Before you
91.
learn how to sing. It takes hard work,
What do we
lots
gotta
of
do?
practice, and most of all, dedication. The method of singing I've developed consists of opera training and my own style.
Okay.
And followed correctly, I'm sure you'll
Lol.
find the results amazing.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like
Amazing.
a bad boy necessarily. Who's this guy?
When practicing the following...
No introduction
He
needed.
just cut to a video of a man in glasses nodding his head.
Of a thick dude in like a studio going, yeah.
You bet. It just randomly throw this guy in there. Yeah, that's
When
right.
practicing the following exercises, you should not experience any pain in your throat.
Okay.
If you do, you're doing it wrong. But you may experience some discomfort in the muscles behind your chin.
Oh,
right
there.
here.
Yeah, it's a chin. Yep.
This is good. This means you're working and
This is
strengthening the
good.
correct muscles. When these muscles begin to ache, stop singing and wait at least a couple of hours before practicing.
Okay, let's get into it. I just want to know how to be a rock star, for God's sake. This is just him and his
Whoa,
band.
where'd the frames
This is not
go?
a lesson? One more time. Let's see if he's got something for us.
Clears everything out, basically just gets everything loose. And
Frames
ready
are
to
bad.
rock.
I wanted to
So
hear
let's
that.
jam.
Hold on, did he clear his... Oh, he's clearing... he's clearing that.
15 frames.
Now, if you can get past the weirdness of this one, it really does work. It opens up your sinuses.
All right,
clears
who's singing
everything
the
out,
national anthem?
Basically, just gets
Not me.
everything
It
loose.
seems like the
and
three of
ready to
you.
rock.
Three
So
of you.
let's jam.
All right, here you go. This is your lesson.
The first exercise goes.
By the way, those not watching, he just stood still for
For like a cut.
3 pregnant seconds.
Like there would have been an edit in there and a transition.
But they did not.
No.
I have, though, I'm pretty sure that the exercise he was doing is still pretty common for vocal warm-up. I can't do it
It's
very
hard
well.
to do, actually. All of you on chat are creepos. They're all looking at the bulge in his jeans.
Oh, I saw that a
And
long
they're
time
like-
ago. As soon as the video
They're
started.
like, this guy's got a sock in his pants right now.
I mean, he's certainly
do it.
packing.
He's rocking a cucumber in his
like
pants.
this.
All right. This is good.
Why is this at the end of the video?
He does have a pants bulge.
That's it. There's the lesson for you, I guess. That's
You
what we're
only
doing.
did 3 E's.
And now you're ready for the national anthem.
Okay.
You can do that metal voice. I've heard you do it before.
Yeah.
But
I can do it.
It's a real number
But
on
I
your voice.
wasn't planning on doing that for the national anthem.
Are you going to go classic?
Yeah, I think that's the
Tradition.
best move.
Yeah, just stay in the
Or perhaps
tried
the
and true.
Fergie version of it.
Oh, that wasn't
jazz
well
version.
received, I don't think. Was
That's
it?
fine. Let's give it another shot.
Grab your crotch like a Roseanne Barr.
People loved that. That
I'll
was
do a combination of all of it.
a big hit. Here's Skip a Style with the dispatch. Hello?
What up, junkies?
Hey.
Sean, in this case, I think somebody does need to be fired. I think the people and organizations that have the most power to do this, that, and whatever with our lives should be the ones under the most scrutiny, if you will.
Yeah, sure, I agree.
If these things go unchecked, the behavior goes unchecked. And if that behavior is unchecked, it just continues to happen. Then there's going to be many more people with the same exact story as you have.
Yeah, I don't want that, but I do not want anybody to get fired. That's not my goal. I'm not trying to do any of that. I just want them to stop behaving that way, to change the culture at least a little bit so that they're not treating people who aren't also cops in this disrespectful, messed up way. That's the only issue that I have, and I hope that can happen. Who knows? It might not. Here's Bruce Traveler. Bruce Traveler has a dispatch for us.
Talk about things flying and almost killing people. I was helping a friend move, and somebody else had a big dump truck full of stuff from some other place they were helping move, I guess. Driving up in Putnam County on a 2-lane road, and wind picks up, blows a couch out of the back of this dump truck thing.
Oh no.
And puts the couch in the middle of the road, about 2-3 car lengths in front of me, and it bounces up enough just to get off to the side of the road. And needless to say, I had a different kind of accident after that.
Yeah,
but
I could see that,
scary.
man. That would be something that probably would be happening to me too. Last one for now. Here's Kyle.
Good afternoon, junkies.
Hey, Kyle.
Crazy things flying off of vehicles. I was coming down Highway 415 from 46, and I was on my motorcycle, and I was following behind like a flatbed truck, and it's one of them trucks that hauls like the oxygen for the older people, and they drop it off. They have big oxygen cylinders all strapped up back there.
Oh, that seems bad.
Well, you know, I'm pretty, I don't know, I'd say 2 car lengths behind them. And one of these oxygen tanks came off the truck and hit the ground and just started, you know, flying, just crazy. Somersaulting is the best way to explain it. I was luckily didn't get hit by it, and thank goodness it didn't have any pressure in it, that it was an empty one. Because, oh man, if it had pressure, that would have been like a missile coming off the back of this thing.
Yeah, you don't want
crazy. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Sorry, the app. Jeez.
Oh, he had a failure at the end for some reason.
Well, it came through.
We got you,
So,
Kyle.
you know.
Jeez. We received it. We got it over here. Okay, we're going to go to more of your comments, plus something that's been happening at a lot of live shows as of the last couple of weeks. We also have the next episode coming up, and a whole lot more on the way on a Tuesday. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply.
I like how the missions always subdue bounty, but we just kill them every time.
We are professional grade.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on State Road 435 Kirkman Road heading northbound at Windover Drive. There's stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429, and slowdowns on I-4 westbound between Sand Lake Road and before State Road 535. Traffic is collision-free and moving without delays on the beach line. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt for your guaranteed biggest refund and 50% off tax prep. Switch to Jackson Hewitt. 50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
That mortgage guy, Don, is the best. Why? Because he made the process of getting a quote for your mortgage or comparing the quote you already have super easy. He's also better because he's a mortgage broker, and that means he's doing all of his loans through national wholesale lenders. Now, it's still going to be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but mortgage brokers have access to dozens of wholesale banks competing for your business, and wholesale banks only loan through mortgage brokers like Don. Now, the process of shopping for a mortgage can be complicated and confusing, and anyone who has started the process knows that it can be frustrating, but not when it comes to that mortgage guy, Don. You get a better deal on any home loan when you work with a broker like Don, and you get the satisfaction of simplicity and honesty when you go to thatmortgageguyDon.com. You want to see the difference? Go to the website right now. Easy to navigate through. It is chock full of information, and of course, any question that you have direct access to the man himself. Plain and simple, no spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
In this week's Marketers Report,
Patrizio Spagnoletto, Global Chief Marketing Officer, Direct-to-Consumer for Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on building trust.
Trust is a really hard thing to build and a really easy thing to destroy, and we have to be very respectful about that. Our partnership with iHeart has really helped us build that trust and that relationship with the on-air talent.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, conversations.
Nah, it's just a news junkie. It's a syndicated local TV program.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
It's usually what I listen to in the car, but I'm playing Star Citizen, so I gotta catch up on my drama for the day.
High and dig down deep. We rent tools that do so much for those with so much to do. The right size tools for your size jobs, and the expertise to help you rent the perfect one every single time. So next time you need a tool that nails, screws, paints, or polishes, rent in-store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code DRIVE for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code DRIVE for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code DRIVE.
I'm Martin Hope, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, "After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
When you order food for work on EasyCater.com, we've got your back. Real humans are here to help with your order every step of the way, making sure everything goes right, even behind the scenes without you knowing, confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem,
thanks for calling EasyCater.
call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're right here with the 100,000 restaurants, working hard to ensure the food arrives on time and is ordered. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to the News Junkie.
What the hell is going on out there? You know, I've seen, I'd say, in the last 3 or 4 weeks, at least that many, 3 or 4 videos about how some couple went to an R&B show, like an Usher concert or a Chris Brown concert, and they broke up because of it. I've seen at least that many stories like that in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
I mean, does that have anything to do with the R&B concert?
Yeah, I think so. I think something's getting a little sexier at these things because so Usher just had one.
I think it's just a reflection of the relationship.
Oh yeah, they're dicey if they end up there anyways. But I don't know if you've seen what I'm talking about.
I'm on roller.
Whoops.
How's Area 18?
Like dancing on her and doing all this stuff. And there's the Chris Brown one where he like brings women up on stage and he's like, grinding against them. And one of them had a boyfriend that like ran up on the stage to try to get her off the stage. And then you got like even the 1975 where the lead singer is making out with people in the front row.
I thought he was just sucking thumbs. He's making out now.
He's doing everything, man. He's just out there just making love in the front row. I think concerts are getting a little bit more sexy. There's a lot more interaction going on between the folks performing and the actual fans. And I keep seeing these videos where it's like, girl breaks up with her boyfriend in the middle of a concert. Then there was one at the Rolling Loud show. That was the big one that they had in Miami. And they said it was an artist that was performing in the parking lot. So they didn't even make it to the big show. And some girl left the dude she was with for the artist that they met in the parking lot. It's dangerous. Don't go to these shows unless you're in a very, very solid relationship.
Or split the tickets.
Or if you want to break up with the person you're with, it may be a good exit point. You might be able to go there and be like, hey, you should go do this, participate in this.
Hey, babe, you want to go see Usher?
Then get up on stage, do the thing, and then after that, it's all over with. We have lots of people chiming in on the show today. We're also going to hear what's going on in the next episode in just a bit. But do you guys donate blood ever, or regularly, or at all, or just sometimes?
I have in the past.
I haven't in a long time.
I think the last time I donated blood was because it came with a free COVID test.
Yes, I remember when they were doing that.
Yeah. I talked to you guys live on the air during that.
Yeah, and sometimes that's a good thing to do, obviously. I actually, now that that's something in my head, if I can donate blood, I'd gladly donate some bloods. For a while, they didn't want my bloods, as you know, but then it turned out...
Because you're a guinea pig?
In the guinea pig trials for the Pfizer vaccine that I was in, I got the...
I mean, the bottom line is, talking to Thulton here in my Discord, I was just telling him the bottom line with Star Citizen is really playing the game and being successful of it really entails knowing how to work around the bugs. And some people, kind of have fake news, like, oh, you got to turn around 3 times and click your heels together and this will work. Like, the best way to know the actual workarounds is to check issue console. Like, go on issue console, type in the search bar what your problem is. You'll see a bunch of people that are talking about those problems if you search correctly. If not, you need to improve your search skills. And most of the time, you'll find workarounds for the problem. Like, I published a workaround the other day for my account. I had no eyes, and I basically couldn't play. And I got so frustrated after, the CIG not being able to help me. I even was fed up and was like, hey, will you guys refund me? And I've started a long thread about refunding because they're not doing what they say they, as a dev team, as a company, they're not fulfilling the promises to the investors or the backers. And, I'm also sick of them saying you pledge when they advertise ship sales, so that's a separate conversation. But anyway, my point is I found a workaround, and that workaround I published, and some people found details to my workaround that made it work or not work, and there are still people it didn't work for. And there's a lot of that kind of thing in the game because it's just a very complex reason why we have these bugs, and every bug is different for the most part.
To give over any period in your life, and a bunch of people are saying that they do this often. That's good. Insecure Walrus on Twitch says they don't want Sean's gravy blood anymore. That's probably true. There's probably a little truth and pain in that point. They said, yeah, her blood
wow,
type...
I got a blood transfusion and all of a sudden I have heart issues.
She says, I feel like I have it in me to give. I can share it to people that need it, so good for her.
All right, I'm going to do issue counsel with you and show you. So, I'm going to open up a browser and go to robertspaceindustrials.com. Okay, so we're gonna go into issue council, and I'm gonna type in 400. 1, 2, 3. Is it 400,000 or 440,000? What's the error code you got?
Failure to connect.
Unable. It helps if you have the actual error. Like if it's a 400,000, like get the actual number and we can search that.
Scanned it and she helped me out, and I go, it's $3. I was like, $3? I felt like I should be paying more for this.
No, because that's with insurance.
I guess so, yeah. Because our insurance is not fantastic. I was surprised that it was a good deal. But finally went and got that.
Ooh, I'm almost done.
Our insurance sucks though. It's not fantastic.
It's better than a lot of people's insurance.
Is it? Because I keep going to places now that I'm going to the doctor.
You're doing it wrong.
No, are you worried, Sabrina, that the insurance company is going to listen to this? And
You never know these days,
You know
Elaine.
what? We're not going to.
You never know.
Alt F4 can cause problems, so the best way to quit if you're having a bad load is to open up the console and type in quit.
I figured it out, but every time I'm giving them my insurance card, they keep going, keep asking for money. And I was like,
Okay, so 414.
insurance card was. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I know that.
So we're just gonna search this.
So that they ask for less.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have asked for less, I think, than I was expecting in some of these cases, at least. Okay, when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
So there's a couple people that have.
On the next episode, one lucky rich fan has a shot at owning something that was in Robert Downey Jr.'s mouth.
104 votes to fix. Workaround. Doesn't seem like there's any workaround. This happened after a server crash. Unwanted character reset. Gets a new character set up. First line before I tried another few times. No success. Thanks for nothing.
All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Secured Roofing and Restoration.
So here's what let's try some workarounds. Are you in the launcher? Okay. Hit Control Shift R, and that's going to log you out of the launcher.
Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hey everybody, good Tuesday to you.
Did that reset the launcher?
Storm Center. Just want to update the forecast, freshen things up.
Control Shift on the left side and R all at once.
Low 90s into the day.
You're out of the game and just had the launcher loaded up, right?
After 3 o'clock, a 20% chance of an isolated shower or storm. Same for this evening until about the midnight hour. Lows down to 60s.
Do you have the launcher up and you're logged in?
Yeah, I'm in the menu.
No. You need to close the menu and just have the launcher open.
Okay, so that's kind of like quit, right?
Yep. Quit the game.
Okay, that reset the launcher.
Yep. Now go. Yeah, it resets the launcher. Log back in. This should be enough to send me into the next level of bounties. And then we can work on the Idris mission.
Launch game?
Yep, go for it now. This probably isn't gonna work, but let's try.
husband and I, we were bamboozled into signing up for a timeshare. The guy who signed us up said if I changed my mind, I could cancel. That was a lie. They wouldn't let me out, and I felt stuck.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, and make no mistake about it, the timeshare giants are trying to make it impossible for you to get out of your timeshare.
Oh, we're so close. Are we there? Let's see if we have the
Over a
missions.
decade ago, I beat them in federal court, so I can
Nope.
continue to help folks out of bad timeshare.
I didn't
Not
trust
yet.
anybody, so I drove to Wesley Financial and I met Mr.
Is that guy's name
McDowell. My
Griefer?
hope was restored. I
That's
did
hilarious.
follow, and now we are free.
If we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Wesley Financial is the real deal.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare cancellation guide. 800-823-5544. That's 800-823-5544. 800-823-5544.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in
Right.
federal court and has put together a
That work it out, Thornton?
guide that reveals these
No,
secrets the
I got the
timeshare
same
industry
error
doesn't
code.
want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 885.
Well, you could try to load Arena Commander and actually enter Arena Commander. Basically, you want to do anything that could change your state.
Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, NA. Copyright.
Yeah, like actually enter Free Fly or something like that. Once you enter, you can just exit. But you may be stuck having to wait until the servers just figure out that you're, you know, not in game or whatever the hell the error is.
So simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter.
You want to do multiplayer online free flight.
Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a
Oh, this is one of these stupid. Yeah, just select whatever's on the list. This is one of these stupid you gotta fly to missions. I hate these.
ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
On the free iHeartRadio app, you never pay to hear what you love, and you never wait to hear what you want. Save your money, save your time, and listen anywhere. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Facebook may have changed how it looks, but we still remain your source for the content you never knew you needed. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
If you ever need to talk, he'll pretend to listen. You're listening to the News Junkie.
They said I'm a kiss, I'm a kiss, not out of all the kids, kiss, I'm a kiss, kiss.
The next episode in just a moment. If you miss any of the show, go get the links to the podcast. It's available for you totally free. It's right there at thenewsjunkie.com. And I suggest you subscribe over on iHeartRadio. Love iHeartRadio. I listen to iHeartRadio myself, and that's where you can catch the show, not only streaming but the podcast. However, if you listen another way, all those links are available too at thenewsjunkie.com.
You revealed yesterday you listened to your own show.
No, I don't.
said
No,
that's your
I don't listen to
preferred way of doing
myself. That's so masturbatory. I would never do that. I promise. Unless I thought something went really wrong. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I've been missing out on balls. I should have thought twice about this, and I should have been eating balls all along.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguydon.com, and the Home Loans Radio Show. If you are looking for your dream home, perhaps inside the dream home you already own, it's time for you to refinance, get that money off the table, and work with a man who literally knows what he's doing, but is also very easy to work with. Thatmortgageguydon.com. It was 23 years ago, 2000, one of the members of this group right here.
Oh,
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, it is
Led Zeppelin is right.
Nice.
And Jimmy Page, you know him, you love him.
Yeah.
And he received an undisclosed settlement after suing Ministry Magazine. You're subscribed, aren't you?
Oh,
Sean?
yeah, I get that each month, yes.
It was in England's High Court. The magazine claimed that Page had contributed to the death of drummer John Bonham.
Wow.
Yeah, by wearing a satanic robe and chanting spells while Bonham was choking on his own vomit.
Okay.
That was, Ministry Magazine. You really went there, didn't you?
So that didn't happen.
Yeah, it did not. Jimmy Page donated all the money to charity because Satan already pays all his bills.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Come on, that's true.
It's the other spells.
I can't believe they put that out there in the magazine. That's like a
Look,
stretch.
I'm never amazed by, like, the crazy religious people way out there on the fringe, and where they see the devil, like they see Satan in like everything.
Satan is everywhere.
Didn't we talk about
Monster
once?
energy drink?
Is
was my
Satan?
favorite
Yeah, I
one.
remember that lady.
If you turn it around, but also flip it upside down and see it in a sunset, the devil's marks are there.
Oh no!
No devil, but there was iHeartRadio Music Award.
Oh yeah!
Glued to X.
Love it.
Yes, it's the annual iHeart?
7.
No, it's not. You guys, literal employees of the company. The 10th annual,
like I said,
iHeartRadio Music Awards in the books, and the ceremony gathered together some of the industry's hottest stars.
10th annual. I remember that because it's the number of times I've been invited plus 10.
Okay, but we went to it. We just weren't allowed inside.
Yeah.
Except for that wasn't it last minute? One of our colleagues said, I have one ticket if you guys want to actually go
that
inside.
was the music festival.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like the main
my bad.
thing.
Next year, for sure.
Oof.
It's going to be us. But yeah, they gathered together, and here's some of the highlights we have over in L.A. at the Dolby Theater. Dolby?
Mm-hmm.
Dolby?
Dolby.
I thought the L was silent for a second there.
Dolby.
No, that's the guy from Harry Potter, right? That's
Dobby.
Oh, Dobby, yeah.
The nominations were led by stars Lizzo, Harry Styles, Jack Harlow, Doja Cat, Taylor Swift, and the person who I think took the most, or at least the biggest one, was Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Congratulations to her. Song of the year.
Congratulations.
Was more
it
points.
Oh, damn it. What's that big one?
I'm the problem.
I'm the problem.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Antihero.
I call it I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah, for sure. Best Fan Army. I found that to be a fun category.
Mm-hmm.
Any idea? Also, their nominees are there was like 10 of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's more than the 4 they usually have.
Typically. So for Best Fan Army, we had Barb's, which belonged
That is from Lil Kim?
That is Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, okay.
The Beliebers.
Yep, Justin Bieber.
Yeah, right. Bayhive, Beyonce.
The Beyonce,
obviously.
yeah.
Blinks.
Blink 182 fan?
That is Jesus. You're naming things that would not be in this award
You
show.
said Blinks.
Yeah, the Blinks actually are part of Blackpink.
Oh, I don't know those people. Yeah.
The Harrys.
Harry Styles.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know who Blackpink is.
The Hotties.
Hotties. Those are fans of me. That is the Sean Watson fan club. They
Delete
call
that.
themselves
You
the
have plenty of
Hotties.
time to dump that right now. That is Megan the Stallion fans.
Oh, okay.
The Louis is the Louis Tomlinson.
Okay, I don't know. I know that name, Louis Tomlinson. I've heard before, but I don't know much about it.
This one's going to be tough. The Rihanna Navy.
The Rihanna Navy is probably
That
Rihanna.
is Rihanna, right? Rushers, Big Time Rush.
How are they still
Selena,
famous?
the Selenators? Is Selena
Wait,
Gomez?
the Rushers, like the band Rush?
No, the
Big
band
Time
Big
Rush.
Time Rush. It was like a either Disney or Nickelodeon band.
They're still around.
Yeah, they're rebooting the show now. I
Lil
was
Kim
like,
is
huh.
not. Big Time Rush still in.
It's crazy.
And Swifties also the nominees, but the winner was BTS Army of BTS.
Not shocking.
Social Star Award. The nominees were, I have two people on this list that I'm familiar with.
All right, yeah.
The person who won was Jake, but where the A goes is a V.
Okay, yeah, I know Jake.
From what?
He's a singer and he plays piano.
Okay.
And he's pretty
Say
good.
no more.
I saw him performing on one of the late night shows.
And then also in the categories favorite use of a sample.
Okay.
And the person who won that was
The the Eiffel 65 thing or whatever.
What?
Yeah, no, it wasn't Eiffel 65. What's the one that they just remixed? Oh, it's like a pop song from way back when, and they just changed it to something where they changed all the lyrics.
I like the Eiffel 65 one. I might have the best.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
This should be the one that sets me over the top. Here we go. ERTs.
Question, which was sampled out of Taylor Swift's song "Out of the Woods."
Wow.
Double
She
sample.
sampled herself? That almost sounds like it doesn't count.
Well, it does count because you don't have to pay royalties to anybody. So, also, Artist of the Year, Harry Styles. Best Collaboration, Unholy with Sam Smith and Kim Petras. Best Duo, Group of the Year, Imagine Dragons, which, by the way, that dude is jacked.
Imagine Dragons guy?
Yes. Like, this clip on TikTok keeps popping up, and I thought it was an NFL player that was on the stage singing an Imagine Dragons song. No, it's the lead singer who has a great bod.
Do you think that Imagine Dragons is sort of the next generation
Thunder.
of Nickelback? People kind of look down because they have so many hits. I don't know why, but people seem to hate on them.
I've never experienced that.
I think they're obviously good songwriters.
Yeah, I'm a fan of them. What's the band that you and I saw, C-Lane? Like, not only at iHeart Radio.
Chainsmokers.
No.
Your favorite band, the Chainsmokers, no?
I will literally not ever go see them.
All right.
Even if they were at a concert, I would by accident.
Who are you talking
walk
about
up.
that you and C-Lane song?
They had different colors. in their hair.
Walk the Moon.
Walk the
Oh,
Moon.
yeah, they're really catchy stuff.
And now we're walking down the aisle, apparently. I know you guys saw it.
I did not.
Oh yeah, there we are. Bounty hunting, top level.
No, I haven't been paying much attention.
Now this, I mean, I wonder if I have to get to
No, she probably was.
senior tracker
Now the
here.
27th season of The Bachelor aired.
I guess that's
and
the case.
Zach
That
got
sucks. More.
engaged.
All right.
Spoiler alert. Should I wait or should I say who I
Well,
picked?
wait, because if Courtney's listening, you spoil it right now. She'll
All
be
right,
so
fine.
mad.
Now, I will say I found this to be very interesting. The statistics after 27 seasons are not looking good for any couples.
What do you mean? The relationship staying together?
Only 2 couples from the previous 26 seasons are still together. That's less than 8%.
That's not a good batting average.
Only 4 of the 19 couples from The Bachelorette are still together. That's
Wow.
slightly better, 21%.
So what is that together? 6?
Yes. Between the 2 shows, it's 6 of 45 couples.
Oh man, that's bad.
13%. But three have been together for 3 years or less, and one of them has yet to get married. So
Damn.
cheers to Zach and
Did you watch it last night, C-Lane?
Yeah, and they keep bringing in like one of the couples that has stayed together because they only have so many.
Yeah.
So there's always like,
They're supposed
oh,
to
we're
do
gonna
the
have
pep talk.
advice from this guy, you know, and this guy was like, it's seasons and seasons ago. Come
Nobody
on.
knows who he is anymore.
I just can't stop thinking about what's his name, Zach. There's this
The-
moment where he
yeah.
goes to kiss one of the girls on the forehead,
Mhm.
and he has cartoon lips. Like they
He's sort
wasn't-
of weird.
He's a very strange man.
Did you see the moment? I saw people talking on Twitter, C-Lane. They said that the audio went out during
Yeah.
The Bachelor.
They came back from.
How does the audio go out?
Oh.
It's pre-recorded.
They came back from break. I mean, they call it live because they watch the pre-recorded stuff in the studio and then they do the interviews. But they came back from break to a pre-recorded segment, and there was just zero audio. And so Ashley said, "Well, turn on the closed captioning." I turned the closed captioning on and it says, "No audio."
Way to go!
Oops.
You get 4 hours of prime time, 2 days a week, and you still manage to screw it up.
And they've done this for quite some time.
Now, I think that those stats for the Bachelor Nation could be much better if you were getting married by, of all things, Cocaine Bear.
It's an option? I didn't know this was an option.
It is. And I sent you the link. Maybe we can put it on See It Now or realradio.fm.
Take a look here.
No promises. But 2 lovers have become one. Hashtag Spice Girls. With the help of a famous drug-sniffing black bear. Because they got married at the place where the bear is stuffed.
The real Cocaine Bear is kind of frightening looking.
Terrifying. And not as big.
His face is a little rough.
Also, you guys, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Married at a gas station.
Yeah, at a gas station next to a Cocaine Bear.
Kentucky natives Alexander and Armando were said to say I do at the KY for KY Fun Mall in Lexington. Got a couple shirts from them, KY for KY. Nice guys. These pics that Sean is showing you, those of you streaming on Facebook.
Look, they even put
YouTube
a little
and
top
Twitch.
hat on the Cocaine Bear.
Oh, and they have a gay flag. Lovely.
Look at that.
Uh-oh, trigger warning. I said gay. CB, even Cocaine Bear, by the way. CB, bone for short. Dressed up for the occasion, he has the raccoon skin headwear, but that got switched out for the top hat. Classy move, Pablo Escobar. Is that what the official name is?
I think that's what the nickname was that they used for it.
It's a very unorthodox ceremony. The church did not approve of this. Roadside America says,
You don't say.
As long as you feel that the person marrying you, like Cocaine Bear, has the authority, then that marriage can be binding here in Kentucky.
Yeah.
So congratulations to the very happy couple, and it looks like the movie of the same name is getting some promotion on the big day, because you could see in their wedding photos.
There's a movie poster.
Their wedding photos. Have that in the background there. Have you seen it yet, though?
I have not. Oh, I did see it. Yes, I did see it.
Oh. So you're still going with Butt Boy and Dick
Yeah,
Rock?
I thought it was just okay.
Wow.
I almost forgot I watched
First of all,
it, actually.
trademark.
But Butt Boy was far superior, cinematically speaking, in every measurable way than Cocaine Bear. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just gonna stand. You're gonna die on that hill.
It's a beautiful movie. Yes.
Die on that hill. On the boob tube, we got The Voice. Battle Rounds, Part 2, everybody. That's my jam on NBC. CMT Storytellers with Kane Brown. Mid-season finale of How I Met Your Mother with Neil Patrick Harris returning as Barney. And you can catch the stand-up special Mae Martin SAP, S-A-P, all caps, on Netflix. Owen Wilson is going to ka-chow his way to Corden, and you follow your dreams, and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Please give it a follow, or TikTok at SavvyCatCat. And most importantly, stay with me, Merker.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, an awkward confrontation to be sure. We'll get into this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Construction continues on State Road 436, blocking the right turn lane at Michigan Street. There's stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429, and slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. Traveling on Florida's Turnpike this afternoon, you can expect your regular pockets of congestion. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center in James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World.jobs.
We're hiring. Come be a part of the magic at Walt Disney World Resort. Discover full-time and part-time roles, including creative costuming, culinary, lifeguard, and more. Apply today at WaltDisneyWorld.jobs. That's WaltDisneyWorld.jobs.
This hour brought to you by Space Coast Jobs Now, coming March 30th.
They say the best bourbons are those with a tradition of quality. The ones that carry a rich history and the potential for a bolder future. At Wild Turkey, we've made our bold, pre-prohibition style bourbon for over 100 years without once compromising our quality or our spirit. In other words, We stuck to our roots without getting stuck in our ways. And we can't think of a better tradition than that. Wild Turkey Bourbon. Trust your spirit.
Copyright 2023. RA America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly. I'm not just picking up some Dunkin'. I'm actually getting help repainting my dining room. I'm a Dunkin' Rewards member, so I can use my rewards to get ahead and say things like, hey, thanks for painting my dining room. Now you can get ahead too and get a $2 medium iced coffee all day, all month when you order ahead, if you're a Dunkin' Rewards member. And if you want to get in the spirit of March, make it Irish cream flavored, exclusively for rewards members.
Not a member? Join on the Dunkin' app. Order ahead and get ahead with Dunkin' Rewards. Save them, stack them, use them how you want. America runs on Dunkin'. Limit 1 per member per day. Additional charges and terms may apply. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Hey folks, it's time to de-junk and do some deep cleaning. Let Zero Res help. Zero Res can clean your carpet, furniture, tile and grout, sofa, area rugs, everything. Right now, get your tile and grout clean and sealed for 20% off. Make an appointment at OrlandoZeroRes.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards and backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Did you know you can now build a low-maintenance deck using stone? With Tanzite Stone Decking. Tanzite Stone does not use any plastic whatsoever. It is decking that's naturally durable, just like everything made with stone. Tanzite Stone doesn't scratch at all. The color will never fade. It is not slippery, even when wet. And it stays cool in the sun.
Be right back.
Since Tanzite decking is made of stone, it's virtually indestructible. That's why we guarantee it with a lifetime warranty. Discover how incredibly durable and beautiful a stone deck can be. Go to Tanzite.com. That's TANZITE.com. Online, you'll see how it easily installs over any regular wood deck structure, and you can order a sample to test it for yourself. Build a deck with the durability of stone at Tanzite.com. That's TANZITE.com.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-628-8080. 800-628-8080. That's 800-628-8080.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, "After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
On the podcast Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman, the Stanford neuroscientist explores how brain science intersects with our lives, passions, and behaviors. This deep dive into the unexpected facets of our brain science will help you see the world differently.
I'm going to explore the relationship between our brains and our experiences by tackling...
Oh, I probably had this for a while. Yella, here we come.
Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. the show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall. Whatever that means, this is the News Junkies.
We're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not.
with a lot of space. But the story that I saw, let me see, the same for a long time, and I think to an extent they will, you know, because some places will go, this is working for us. Other jobs will go, this is not working for us. You can think in your head, like for instance, I know somebody who owns a really big e-commerce website, and they have a large sales team that answers the phone, like the 1-800 number on their website. And they used to have this big building, and it was expensive. Those commercial real estate rentals are not cheap. It's expensive as hell. And so they had this whole big building. They got like all the offices and conference rooms and lunchroom and all that. And during the pandemic, they realized, okay, we can very quickly switch over to some software that allows us to do this work remotely. And then once they did, they were like, there's no reason to bring these salespeople. Our sales staff can be remote. They can get everything they need done from home. And then maybe like once a month or something, all the sales staff comes in for some big all hands on deck meeting, so you can have some kind of camaraderie. And I think that that is a decent solution for some of these folks. Big Doug Millionaire on Twitch says, I remember the days when I had to go into the office and couldn't chat on Twitch all day. You still got it, huh?
What's up, Kanak? How are you doing, man?
Hybrid schedule, 2 days at home. A lot of people in that scenario still. 85% work from home, says Kupo J on Twitch. And Divot Sees all says, I've been remote for over a decade. So
Oh, must be nice.
putting in the hours over there. That's the time spent well.
That's what my mother's been doing.
Is it?
Yeah, she's worked for remotely. I can't remember last time she had an office.
Yeah, because some jobs you just don't need to do that. There's no need. But if you're putting cars together or you're like doing some actual work where it's just impossible.
Send me the parts.
Send me the parts. I'll mail them back to you. This will all work out. I wonder if South Park is still doing it the way they were for a while.
I don't know, because they made such a big deal and did like a behind the scenes where they were like, this is how we're going to produce South Park, you know, during the pandemic. Everybody's got all this great new equipment that they can all collaborate from home and this and this and that. And then they put out like nothing.
Yeah, they didn't really make a lot of shows after.
Their new season started, did it not?
Yeah, but I don't know. Are they doing like regular seasons? Or are they just doing random ones every now and then?
I think this is the closest they've been to a regular season in a while, because they kept doing those like special. I saw one or two of them. I forget which one I watched.
Didn't they do one on AI?
Yeah, I wanted to watch.
Started it.
I wanted to watch the one that they did on AI because I thought it was a funny concept where they were one of the kids was using AI to talk to chicks.
Okay.
Like, you didn't know how to text girls.
Like as a pickup artist kind of thing.
So it looks, at least with comedy or ComedyCentral.com, that they started the new season.
What season is it?
26.
Damn, that is wild.
Yeah, February, beginning of February, and they were pretty consistent schedule by the looks of it.
Okay, so they're back in the swing, I guess, now finally after all this time.
It's funny though that you mentioned that, and I've seen like, you know, this huge study of, you know, 4-day work weeks, and it's working out so well for people. And then I see another study where it's like people have been remote since COVID, are having a real issue with their, you know, mental health.
Yeah,
And,
because they're spending a lot of time by themselves.
Yeah, maybe not used to that, and it's like, well, you know, what's the middle ground here?
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, that's what we've talked about many times. You would always think about during those times where you go, the person who's just by themselves right now, for a while, that's nice. I mean, if you constantly have a bunch of people in your house, all of a sudden your house empties out, you're like, yeah, I am by myself, going to get naked and walk around and make a grilled cheese. And then if you are alone for a long time.
With bacon. Now I regret being naked.
That's bad. Then you're alone for too long, then you're like, it goes back and forth. So sometimes, like, just being around people helps out, I guess. Okay, we are going to hear more from you. There's a lot of people in chat talking about the situation in Nashville. I mean, there's just not a lot to say there. The big twist on this, if you want to talk about it that way, is simply that the shooter in this case was transgender and left a manifesto behind. The big question that I have for everybody is, in cases like this, let's remember the true importance of this story is the kids and the school faculty that were murdered by this insane person, right? That's the important thing. You can't ever justify the actions of somebody who goes into anywhere, much less an elementary school, and starts shooting people. And I don't know if you've seen it, but there's footage out there that they've released of this person shooting through the window to get into the school and the walking around. And I
was
guess
like, what, a 15-minute span?
yeah, and I guess they even released the footage of the police killing the shooter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I have not watched. I haven't seen that, but I just know it's out there.
Is that common? They don't release that kind of footage usually.
They usually release the body cam footage or the security footage to show that this person was actually in the school. Honestly, this is so terrible. I think one of the reasons they do that is they think if they come out quick enough, there'll be less conspiratorial people who go the whole Sandy Hook route and say, oh, there's never any footage of this. This person wasn't actually in the school. They're crisis actors.
That's dumb.
That's really stupid, but maybe it's where we are.
I've never heard of them releasing the footage of them actually ending a life.
That's what they did in this case.
Well, I mean,
think.
when was it? That didn't happen for any of the other things I can think of.
Yeah, the actual moment where they shot him.
Yeah.
Maybe this is new.
It's also, I mean, I think that school was riddled with security cameras.
Yes.
I mean, some of the best footage I've seen, like, as far as quality goes, to be released so quickly than I've seen with a lot of these other instances.
It was kind of weird, though, because you see when the shooter goes into the school, they're kind of wandering around at first, and there's nobody in sight. Like, there wasn't anybody, there weren't any targets. And I think that's when they went up into the second floor and started just carnage. And the cops, thankfully, were able to engage with this person and shoot them and kill them. So my question is, when somebody does this, you know how I feel. You listen to this show. I hate spreading these people's names around. If I say it like once just to get it out there. And then I hear them nonstop say the school shooters or mass shooters' names. I don't want to give any kind of fame to somebody who's willing to do that stuff. On the other hand, they said they found a manifesto in this person's car in the parking lot. Do you think they should release that manifesto so that everybody can see it? Or do you think that just makes things worse because that's what somebody who writes a manifesto wants to happen? They want everybody out there reading whatever it is that they wrote and left behind. I truly don't know what the right answer is there, because people are going to want to know.
There's some insight.
There's going to be something in there. They're going to have in a manifesto, hopefully some sort of reasoning for why they did this inexcusable terror. And I don't think many people are going to be swayed by it, at least hopefully not.
Oh, my first hammerhead.
Should they release that and make that something public, or should they go, no, we don't want to further this and we don't want to put this out there? Let me know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first
So I think
dispatch
that
right now.
the hammerhead may actually engage the torpedo. Let's see. I've heard they do. Let's see what happens.
So the investigation is still ongoing into this whole incident. But what detectives have said so far is there's possibly some resentment for having to go to that school. There's a connection with that family. Right now, I can't go deeply into that, but because it's unconfirmed. But that's really where that came from.
What makes you say the attack was carefully
Yes,
planned?
it's cool.
Well, there's a map.
We have some really dope pictures on our Discord
we have
for
a
that.
manifesto. We have a booklet that shows exactly what she had planned to do. We have maps that showed the entry point into the school, the weapons that was going to be used.
Yeah, there was a lot
of
of
clothing that she was going to wear. She had drawn it up almost like a cartoon character.
Jesus.
It was exactly what she had on during this incident.
That's that's how I feel when I see these stories like this. And I know how nasty this is going to get in the deep trenches of the political world. I know how just ridiculous all of this is going to get, and I know that people are going to.
Oh my God! I didn't realize that the school was a school shooter a transvestite.
Too.
I didn't know
Kupo
that.
J says non-sensical. The shooter's identity.
That's
only
not
matters
good.
When it's not standard white incel. Beautiful Me says, don't even talk about the perpetrator. Releasing the manifesto is just giving the a-hole a voice. That's where I kind of like juggle this. I go, like, people should know if we can get something on the motivation, but should they just release the whole thing and then make it kind of go viral? That, I don't know if that's helpful. I think that is maybe worse.
Well, I get where you're. I mean, here's a perfectly easy question. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, of course I want to read it. Yeah, I definitely would, and I do this stuff, but I don't know that the average person wants to read it.
I don't know.
I don't know if that they would take
I
this
don't
level
think
of
the
interest.
average person wants to see this news all the time.
No,
Like,
I know. Everybody knows
so
that.
it's like this is a reality of ours that I don't think anyone could have determined where we would be and what our thoughts are on it, because it happens every other damn week.
Well, when you think about stuff,
I don't have any bounties right now.
You just think about something where it's such a weird and big problem that everybody's going to try to have their solution for fixing it, and unfortunately, almost none of them are going to work. And so we just end up chasing our tail. Round and round and round we go, and we see these stories continue to pop up, and you just go, how could a person do that? How could a human being do that to somebody else? All right, we'll go to your dispatches in a second. I did see this video of Volusia County Sheriff Chitwood, who was at the Orlando Sanford International Airport when the guy who made threats to him on, I think, 4chan, was brought through the airport. And so what happened was this guy, Richard Golden, was online and made some threats against the Sheriff Chitwood. And he goes right up to the escalator. And when this dude who threatened him is coming down the escalator, he stood right there and he's like, welcome to Florida. And basically, like, stared him in the eyes.
Apparently, the guy walked right past him at first.
He didn't say anything. Like, he didn't do anything. He didn't say anything. Like, this guy who online is like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Then, face-to-face interaction in the real world, as is the case so many times, nothing. He just walks by the sheriff. And some people were saying, I guess, to the sheriff, like, you're making a spectacle out of this. What about his mom? Who cares? I don't blame him. I think the only real solid take here would be like, hey, Sheriff Chitwood, it seems like when it was a death threat on a sheriff, things happened very quickly, and we found out who this person was, and they were exposed, and we got charges against them. These things happen quite frequently to people who aren't sheriffs, and as far as I'm aware, this is like almost the first of its kind in terms of charges being pressed against somebody like this. Because if you don't know the story, the guy who put these threats out there did this thing where you go, man, I'm going to kill them in a video game. Like, you couch it with the idea that you're saying, I'm going to kill that person in a video game. And you're saying it's like LOLJK,
Right.
essentially. And
Never even thought to do that.
it's going to be an interesting one for them to prosecute. But, yeah, I mean, I thought he deserves to do
Sean,
that.
I'm going to run you over in crazy taxi.
He deserves to do that. If somebody threatened this guy's life, he said they were like swatting his parents on the monster or something. If they're doing that, he should stare this dude down. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think he's fine, Chitwood, for doing so. I just think it's interesting that this happens to far more people. And he'd probably be in agreement, I would think, that more folks who are just regular, not sheriffs, who have this terror inflicted on them should be able to go after the people saying it as well. That's a major issue. Okay, let's go to you. Let's work in just a couple of dispatches and see what's going on in your world. Here is I'm Not a Hippie with a dispatch about concerts.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hey.
Have y'all seen prices for concerts these days? If I'm paying that much for a ticket, all I'm saying is that I'm trying to get some extra attention. That's all I'm saying. Me and my wife ain't gonna split up, but I told her if we ever go to a Lauren Elena concert, I'm trying to
Who's
get front
that?
row. I'm trying to get on stage. So just keep me away from that woman.
I don't
because,
know. Lauren Elena?
But I digress. But yeah, I guess this is all going on at R&B concert. She's country artist, so I don't know if that's gonna be going on. Anyway, hippie out.
Thank you. Appreciate the dispatch. Lauren Elena is a country artist, I
Yeah.
guess.
I
I'm not
think
familiar
that's up
with
your
her.
alley.
28 years old.
I haven't heard of her yet until now. Here is, interesting. I was wondering if this was going to happen. Let's see what he says. Tickle Monster has a dispatch.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Sean, Sabrina, C Lane.
Hey.
Hope you're all having a good day. About what happened on Friday, I was actually there.
That's right.
Came in at the tail end of everything that was going on. Dropped by after work to grab a drink and grab some food. Sean and Courtney were sitting in their usual corner of the bar. There was one seat open next to them. Now I know why that seat was open. I took the seat, get my drink, and all of the people around were very aggressive. They were antagonizing.
Yes, sir.
Just there to, I would say, start trouble.
Right.
Okay. I didn't know anything about them being law enforcement, but what they were and what I saw at that time is they were a bunch of roided out douchebags that just wanted to cause trouble, and anybody who was going to be in their way or try to stop them from that, they were going to have something to say about it, and clearly that's what happened.
Yeah, see, I didn't want to bring this up because I hate roping any more people into this. But yes, the Tickle Monster was there for the end portion of this where we were just like trying to get out of there. And in the video footage I have, you see one of these guys just like completely shove him out of the way. Just go up next to him and just get out of my space. I'm here. You aren't allowed to be here anymore. And push him out of the way. And so thank you for getting my back on that. I appreciate it because there's some people who would rather rewrite the story. And you know what happened. You were there. You saw exactly what was going on and how all these people were behaving. So thanks for that. He gives more of the story if you want to go over into the dispatches, submitted dispatches, and hear what Tickle Monster has to say. I appreciate that a lot, man. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we've got jury duty coming up in just a little bit. Plus, I want to know if you would eat the mammoth meatball. I'll explain. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Well, we unlocked ERTs, but there's no ERT.
At 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Construction continues, blocking the right turn lane on State Road 436
Okay.
southbound at Michigan Street. There's congestion on I-4 westbound between Sand Lake Road and before State Road 535, and slowdowns on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. Watch out for stop-and-go traffic this afternoon on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477.
So the question is, can we kill
Sponsored by Blindster.com.
a hammerhead? And I guess I got to get
At
torps.
Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Did you know you can now build a low-maintenance deck using stone with Tanzite stone decking? Tanzite stone
Yeah,
does
Kennick,
not-
and I actually am probably going to extend the giveaway. The reason is I didn't play for 12 days because of my account being broken, and CIG could not fix my account. And my initial reason for doing the giveaway was to stream hardcore gameplay because I had like a solid week or two that I could dedicate the time to it, and CIG kind of ruined those plans. So I'm probably going to remove, I don't think I even published the requirement to be online. I usually don't. So that's CIG updates. You hear that? Let's see what CIG's updating. So I haven't honestly thought about it because my life's been a mess this last week, and this is basically the third day I'm actually able to play. So anyway, I will get back to you on that. But yeah, I will absolutely do the giveaway online, so there's no question that it's rigged or any that kind of stuff. You know how it is.
Listen to the Manawak Caves. That's MANTAWAUK Caves on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. What's new car madness? Is it
All right, I need to make a conscious decision here because this is going to be a hammerhead in atmosphere, which is a great opportunity for a salvager But the reality is, I need more torpedoes before I go after this guy. If I'm going to kill all of them for salvage. No one's responded to my ping on chat, though. So maybe I just go do the ERT.
Welcome to their jungle. This is your team. Experience more football. Experience XFL. Your Orlando Guardians take on the DC Defenders at Camping World Stadium Saturday, April 1st at 6 p.m. Tickets on sale now. Visit xfl.com/tickets.
Oops.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other
Oh, look at piracy threads blowing up. We'll have to check that out.
because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-628-8080. 800-628-8080. That's 800-628-8080.
Every March, Jersey Mike's turns money from subs into charitable donations.
And March 29th is Jersey Mike's annual Day of Giving, where 100% of sales are donated to local charities.
And to kick off all that giving, Peter gave me an apron. I'm honored.
Looking good.
I like it. The thread about PvP piracy. So basically someone... The original thread is... Yesterday, some of my friends and I locked down Brio Breaker Yard due to being a known trading point for less legal goods. We killed several traders, which led to several people to insult us, as well as threats of reporting for griefing. So I asked if it's legal to lock down a trade location with no armistice zone, rob, kill people. King from CIG states... King CIG stated, I just want to state, as far as I know, this isn't illegal, but I'm not an authority on this, so it may be wrong. I don't understand why a dev is responding to say he doesn't know, but then he makes a bunch of meme post gifs of Sith Lord. I will make it legal. Rise, my friend. Execute Order 66. And then one guy said the toss could be changed to harassment or abuse, since griefing is a general internet term, and they are probably feeling some grief as a result over losing their cargo. And basically the PvPers are responding, saying this isn't griefing. If you want to play a PvE game, go play a single player game. It's a multiplayer game, and there are steps you could take to reduce your chance of being caught or griefed. But at the end of the day, it's an open world, full loot drop PvP game. So if someone catches you and they kill you and take your stuff, tough shit. It's not Space Rust by any means.
Make an appointment at OrlandoZeroRes.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards and backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Pray.com's meditation
I would like to see that.
is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to meditative prayers on the iHeartRadio app.
There is a delusioned portion of the player base that thinks this is space-themed version of Stardew Valley for farming and politely staying out of each other's way. They believe that using our space fighters and space battleships to kill each other is somehow morally reprehensible. I love those types of answers.
Viral newsroom. This is the News Junkie.
And to be fair, there is a delusional portion of the player base that thinks the game is just Piracy Murder Simulator. The truth is, the game is different things to different people. That's what's so great about it. You can't expect everyone to align to what you want to do or what you want them to do in a game with so many possibilities. Well, I agree with that, except for the fact that there's not really that many possibilities because game loops are shallow. I'm not saying piracy is bad for the game or makes you a griefer. I'm just saying you can't be shocked that there are people who just want to fly around and make money legally. Yeah, fair enough. I definitely agree to both sides of the story, but it's the people that cry that get me.
Is taken from the woolly mammoth.
And either way, you're fully on board with trying
Is that
that
meat
out.
available to take from?
We'll see. possibly, if that's where this comes from. Would you go for it either way?
Yeah.
Would you, Sabrina?
I would like to hear more information.
Would you would
before I
eat?
put
You would
anything
obviously
in my
eat
mouth.
a mammoth meatball. If it's just a big giant meatball and it's just a delicious meatball, you're good with that.
Yeah, likely I will take a couple bites and then I'll save it for the next 3 dinners.
But this is actually.
Oh, they're talking about the world's largest meatball. Don't really care about that. I mean, serious news, obviously, the school shooting, and even more serious, if that is a LGBTQ person that did that, there's going to be, you know how this world is. People are going to be hating on that, and they're going to use that as ammo to fuel social agendas. I'm not happy to hear about that. And obviously, this news, this guy, this dude, the talk show host, got harassed by cops at a bar here in Orlando, I guess, because he's in Orlando. So, oof, that's going to be a big fallout. Building could be really cool. It also could not. Like, I think it's going to be modular. You know, we have the Pioneer ship that spits out stuff. I have one. I don't know if I'll ever get to use it. We are now going into our 3rd week of 3.18, just not working. My buddy, I feel bad for him, Thornton, one of our members, our users, one of our Discord mates. The last couple days he's been logging in and trying to play. He's an older guy, Space Granddad, and he just wants to do some bunker. He just wants to play the game. Like he plays at a slow pace and he really enjoys it, but the bugs are too much for him. Like he logged in, was frustrated, couldn't even load today, and then he went and fucked off for the day, and that's not a good sign. So we got a ways to go before building. Probably years and years and years at this point. Which sucks because I bought into the hype of, this game's supposed to be released by now. Oh man, these flights. Let's go back to the news.
Got him.
All right.
Real
All
quick.
cylinders, baby.
Real quick. I'm firing on no cylinders today, okay?
How
I'm
many
hopping
cylinders
along.
do you have?
I'm just really bottoming out. There's a lot of stuff going on this week. And I hear
that's
there's
a different term for a lot of our listeners.
I'm not doing that. I'm bottoming out in terms of life. That's what my bottom out is. And I also hear there's some drama on Discord right now. I don't know I have no idea what's happening with that. You guys keep it cool, please. There's too many fires right now. We've got multiple fires, and I can't be bothered with that one. Over on the Los Angeles Chargers front, the defensive lineman Sebastian Joseph.
Whoops, I backed out of that right as he was about announcing the news.
With a lot of space. But the airport on Friday, went through TSA, he's doing all that stuff. He's at John Wayne Airport in Orange County, California. And he said, even though he can make his way through the field and get past any of the players in his way, he had a problem getting past TSA at the airport. And he said, I'm all for people doing their job well. This was in a series of statements on his Twitter page. But it was extremely unnecessary and dehumanizing, my TSA experience. I travel a lot for personal and work reasons. I've never experienced anything like that. He said he immediately went to file a complaint, but accused officials of making him jump through too many hoops to do so. He said, I'm not sharing this on Twitter for sympathy. I'm sharing this so this group of gentlemen and staff aren't allowed to do this ever again to another human being.
Sounds familiar.
He claims they sexually assaulted him, which was not one of my claims, though I'm sure
For TSA?
this was awkward for him. He says that the TSA members sexually assaulted him.
They grabbed his junk.
That's what he's alleging.
Over the
here.
pants?
They said, we are looking into the matter and determining if our procedures were followed and whether any corrective action needs to be taken. Boilerplate response.
I am very surprised that they still have that as part of the extra step in the
security?
TSA that they will go over, despite assigning someone with the same gender as you, to have a stranger feel on your private parts.
It's
for
a
the
little
sake
weird,
of,
right?
Like, do we not have the technology?
Well, we have the body scanners. I thought that was...
All right, so this is going to be a test to see...
Still got to go.
Turn the news down here. This is testing out... I mean, we're doing this for money and just to get to the Idris, but I'm also curious if we're going to be able to salvage these missions, because then, someone, the Reclaimer or Vulture, could team up and I could let them come to me and reap the rewards of whatever ship. I hope it's a Hammerhead, but it could be a Valkyrie, of course. And the problem is going to be the ads. Like, I'd almost need a light fighter with me, or I would need a lot of torpedoes. So it's more than likely the hammerhead. Let's get close enough to see. Yep, so it's the hammerhead. So I'm going to kill the hammerhead and a Valkyrie if my torps do their job. And then we'll go down there and see if that hammerhead is on the ground. But the Valkyrie is going to shred me without 3 torps. I can't kill them all. So we're probably going to die doing this, but I want to see if that hammerhead's going to be lootable. Yeah, you're probably going to die from dehydration too, right, Grizz? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and get down. We're at Hurston, so I'm going to try and land and get out of the ship and loot the bodies out of the hammerhead. Assuming this kills the hammerhead. We'll see.
I go through and it turns red. I think the machine might have been broken. And they do the whole thing, felt me up, did the whole pat down thing.
Takes so long. Okay, hammerhead's dead.
And then Courtney goes through, and same thing. Flagged her. They have to get a female over to do the whole process.
Take a screenshot here. So the hammerhead's going to be right about there at the ledge. I don't know. I think they have different. You know, that's a good question. I have followed NPCs down after soft killing them and gotten their bodies. And they're not dead until you kill them. But I don't know if they've ever had stuff on them or backpacks. It's usually just a base, like light chest piece and like one of the pirate helmets and like light gloves. And I don't even know if they may not even have gloves and legs. They usually, I think, just have a chest piece and a helmet with like one of those weird stitched together suits. You know, kind of like the same kits they wear on the 890 Jump. I think it's the same kit pool at least. All right, let's get our move. We're gonna start moving in. I gotta basically try to. I'm just gonna fire like every flare I have. So we know they're gonna be like around here somewhere. Maybe I should try to kill the Valkyrie. I'm gonna go guns on because I have had good luck killing NPCs because I have a tremendous amount of firepower with Valk, man. Valk is, I think I see the hammerhead. Get out of the ship. Get out of the ship, quick. Chaff may save me. All right. Oh. How cool is that? Where's the hammerhead at, though, I wonder? Once I go down there, I'll lose my vantage point. Is that? That's a Valkyrie shadow. Oh, it's that shadow for the Valkyrie. Damn, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get down there.
Do it. Take the first steps towards LASIK and score a great deal at LASIK Plus today. Right now, LASIK Plus is offering $1,000 off their Wave Light Laser when treated in March. That's $500 off per eye with guaranteed financing. Visit mylasicoffer.com.
This is probably not smart. Oh.
President Trump is urging you to get a copy of
Oh, no. Slide. Fuck. Damn it. I knew that was a bad idea.
led by leftists and a new woke generation who want to destroy America as we know it. Horowitz says
Let's do a beacon. Let's see if someone comes to get us.
in Final Battle, he explains how Joe Biden and the big media want to stop Trump and DeSantis before 2024. Horowitz even names the names of the secret players behind it all. Newsmax
They may not be able to get to us.
the book of the year. Mike Huckabee says he couldn't stop reading it. Get Final Battle in bookstores or check out the free offer and save $28. Just call 800-NEWSMAX. That's 800-NEWSMAX. Or go online to finalbattle611.com. Finalbattle611.com to get your free copy today.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running,
We're only going to give us another minute and then we'll go. All right, we're going to go ahead and suicide.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been set. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
All right, let's try this.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Are there certain prescriptions where if you are on them, you then lose the ability to have access to a firearm?
That's a good question because there are certain
I've heard about
prescriptions that if you are on that you can't fly a plane.
Can't drive.
Yeah. I wonder if that's like if they connect it that way, because obviously if somebody is on some antipsychotic or some other kind of medication that would suggest that they may be dealing with some issues, you might agree that that person should have access to a gun, and then you would go, well, should everybody who has this particular medicine, should they all be banned from owning weapons? It's a tough question, I guess.
It is, and it also, it's like if they're on the medication and they are taking it properly, they are of sound mind and body like everyone else would be because they're taking that medication. The idea that there is not, I think when some situations, some states, that it'll take 3 days for a background check of some sort, but like there's other places where you walk into a warehouse, a convention, and you walk out with a big ass gun.
Yeah, it all depends, as far as I'm aware, on the type of gun. Like this, we made a great law. Okay, everybody who is pro Second Amendment, I think most of you will agree with this. We made a great law. When it came to getting handguns, we instituted a 3-day wait period until you would get that handgun. You know why people did that? Because they didn't want people going to the gun store, buying a gun, and committing suicide. And they put the 3-day break in there because actually if people got time to think about it over the course of several days, they tend to be less likely to do it.
Yeah, great idea, but then now what? Look at this. How is this 3-day waiting period
that would help
helping with this situation?
No, that doesn't help with this problem. No, that doesn't help at all with this problem. That helps with the other problem, but now you've got one entirely different.
But it gets on the back burner until 2 weeks from now when another mass shooting happens.
They said, I'm trying to see what else they were saying about this in some of the updates. There's no evidence specific victims were targeted inside the school, but the school/church was targeted. There was also another potential target in Nashville, but I guess it had too much security, and then they skipped that and went to this church instead.
That's so odd. Like when you hear those stories like that, like the ones after Pulse, where it went, well, here's some other places that this dude checked out that could have been
downtown Disney,
downtown Orlando was one of them. That could have been targets that got spared because one of them had a better parking lot.
Yeah, it's weird how all that happens. But once somebody is suicidal and homicidal, it's very, very difficult to stop. It's just an unfortunate reality of our lives. And I think one of the things we could do is stop making them famous. I really do think that can have some kind of positive impact on this, but that doesn't seem to be something that people are entirely interested in doing. Another case I wanted to talk about this Tuesday here, because I thought this was interesting, was this Florida plastic surgeon who's in big trouble. I was texting with our friend ThinkPad about this last night a little bit. This was after
plastic surgery.
It was after a traffic stop in Tarpon Springs, and the plastic surgeon is now facing a first-degree murder charge in relation to a missing Pinellas County lawyer, Stephen Causey. And they have some footage that they said led to this, and some other things that led to, them believing that they think this plastic surgeon did something. Here are some of the details. Largo police responded to a call for service Tuesday about a missing person and learned Causey had left his Largo office, leaving behind his wallet, car keys, and cell phone. That's obviously very suspicious. He was never seen exiting the building and left behind his vehicle. During the investigation, there was a strong chemical odor in the men's bathroom of the office and small drops of blood, Largo police said in a statement. A subsequent forensic investigation revealed a significant amount of blood in the same bathroom. So they went and they put the luminol down, they hit the lights, and that place lit up. And they knew that something had happened in the bathroom of this building. And they still haven't located this guy's body, but they have the plastic surgeon now in custody. And we'll see what happens with him, but it's looking very tough for him right now. Okay, quick break. When we come back, I want to know what you think about a couple of questions I have for you. And we've got a lot more to dive into before we wrap everything up here on this Tuesday. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. Real radio. Radio.
104.1. Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Rio Grande Avenue heading southbound at Oak Ridge Road. There's delays on I-4 heading eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429, and congestion on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. You can expect your regular pockets of congestion on Florida's Turnpike. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
This hour brought to you by Space Coast Jobs Now, coming March 30th.
When you order food for work on EasyCater.com, we've got your back. Real humans are here to help with your order every step of the way, making sure everything goes right, even behind the scenes without you knowing. Confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem,
Thanks for calling EasyCater.
call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're right here with 100,000 restaurants, working hard to ensure the food arrives on time and is ordered. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
On the podcast Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman, the Stanford neuroscientist explores how brain science intersects with our lives, passions, and behaviors. This deep dive into the unexpected facets of our brain science will help you see the world differently.
I'm going to explore the relationship between our brains and our experiences by tackling unusual questions.
Listen to Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Every March, Jersey Mike's turns money from subs into charitable donations.
And March 29th is Jersey Mike's annual Day of Giving, where 100% of sales are donated to local charities.
And to kick off all that giving, Peter gave me an apron. I'm honored.
Looking good, Danny. We've got subs to make, though.
Yeah. Now I know why you gave me the apron. Join us this Wednesday for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code DRIVE for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code DRIVE for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code DRIVE.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
When you order food for work on EasyCater.com, we've got your back. Real humans are here to help with your order every step of the way, making sure everything goes right, even behind the scenes without you knowing, confirming and double confirming with the restaurant that everything is on track. If there's a problem,
Thanks for calling EasyCater.
call us anytime, day or night, and we'll answer in seconds. We're
a loud siren for 15 minutes straight. Like, extremely scary, and these are all elementary school
Yeah,
kids.
they don't know what the hell to
This
do.
is going to haunt them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, and if you talk to anybody who's been in a school shooting like that, did you see one of the reporters who was covering this? She was like, yeah, this has happened across our country. This happened here in Nashville today. It happened at my middle school. And she said her school. And she's like, as she's reporting, she's like, I was at a school where there was a school shooting. Now I'm a reporter reporting on another school shooting happening here.
That's insane.
It's
Do
like,
you think they knew that when they sent her to cover this?
I'm not
or-
sure. I don't know. She just said it in the middle of the report. There's a lot of different clips going on around out there that are showing all the people covering this. But one of the things that we were talking about was they released the body cam footage and they show the moment they killed the school shooter. And I don't care about the school shooter. I don't care if the school shooter is trans. I don't give a damn. They're inhuman to me. They're a monster. They shot up an elementary school. They're irredeemable human filth. That's what the school shooter is. Right? I don't care to defend them in any way at all. But it is interesting that they showed in the body cam footage they released the moment of the kill shot. And whereas
it's not readily available though.
No, because
Like,
people
a
are
lot-
taking it down.
Yeah, and like it's not even the articles of them saying they released the footage, like whatever
They're censoring it.
whatever YouTube link, or they're censoring it themselves.
But you could find it if you wanted to.
Sure.
Like
I
on
think
Twitter
I've
and
done
stuff.
digging.
Yeah, on Twitter and other sites, they actually release the entirety of it where you see the kill shot. And what they do sometimes is if there's a police arrest gone wrong and the police get in trouble for shooting a person, they will release that body cam footage and they will show the moment that that person was shot and in some cases killed. but I haven't.
I think
seen
I
that
have
a lot
both
of the
bounties
schools.
here. That's weird.
No. I don't know if they ever showed the moment or if it exists when they went into Uvalde finally after a real long siesta, a little break of Reno, and then they went into the school to go and try and shoot this guy.
Was that in the school though? I think it was
Yeah,
a foot chase afterwards.
No,
I thought.
Uvalde, they finally broke into the classroom by, I don't know, turning the handle on the door that was open the entirety of the time, I guess, according to some stuff I've seen. But I just wonder, I don't remember that video being out there. I don't remember that being leaked at any point in time. And now I guess it is. I don't know what the policy is on letting that stuff out or not letting it out. All right, there is a poll going on that many people are discussing today, and it says on this article from Axios, the rot of our nation's core values quantified by a single poll.
Oh, this must be about gun violence.
No, well, I mean, it is kind of. It's about all kinds of things, but so here's what they're saying in this poll from NORC and the Wall Street Journal. It tells you what's going on with the soul of the United States of America. And they say patriotism, and this is, I should clarify, Axios is not some crazy site. This is a straight up, middle of the road website. Patriotism, religious faith, having children, and other top priorities that help define the nation's character for generations are receding in importance to Americans. Tolerance for others was deemed very important by 80% of Americans as recently as 4 years ago. Now, tolerance of other Americans was deemed very important by only 58% of the people that they asked this question. They were asked to describe the state of the nation's economy. What percentage of adults do you think describe the state of the United States economy as excellent right now? Take a guess. What percentage in this poll said the economy is excellent?
The percent that is filthy rich.
What percent? What number would you say?
5%.
5%? So what do you think?
I was going to go like 3%.
1%.
1%.
So only 1%
Well,
of the people
I
asked
think
that
that
the economy was an excellent
there's
condition.
enough guns already in America.
Rich. That's not some person who's struggling to pay the bills. 56%, now more so than not, people say a 4-year college degree is not worth the cost, which is not something that's been the case previously. 33% of people, 1 out of every 3 people, say they have.
And there's
very
enough guns
little
in America for everybody to
confidence
have
in
3.
public schools right now. Patriotism has dropped from 70% to 38%. Religion from 62 to 39%.
Where did patriotism used to be?
70% of people consider themselves very patriotic, or considered patriotism being very important. 70 to 38 was the drop. Religion dropped from 62 to 39. Having children is important. Almost 60% said it a couple of years ago, or a handful of years ago. And now it's down from 60% to 30% saying that having children is important. Community involvement is very important. That went from 47% to 27%. Money is important. It was at 31%. Where do you think the amount of people that said money is important went from 31%?
Ooh, I think we're back up. I'm gonna go 45%.
Okay.
40%.
43%. So the only thing people have changed their tone on is
There's
the
a
idea that
fucking
money
ship on
is
the
more
pad.
important to their lifestyles right now. I think
Oh,
that
good. There's
says a
another
lot.
pad.
You know, I think that's a
I
lot
couldn't
of
see that
big
pad when I first came in for some reason.
Seeing personal opinions of people in this country, and that's over the last couple of decades right there. All right, let's see. We can hear from a couple of you real quick, and let's see what you have to say. Here is Hardcore talking about the Nashville shooter. Okay, hold on. Let me get this all the way in. It didn't fully arrive.
Okay.
There it is right there.
Very sexual.
Yes, good afternoon, News.
Fully
Junkies.
arrived now.
First off, let me just say that I am in agreement with you about mental health and gun carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Second, I want you to know that in Florida, as long as you have a concealed permit, you can go to any gun show, any trade show, any gun dealer, buy a handgun that day, and walk out with it.
If it's a
There is
private
no 3-day
sale.
waiting period. It's only if you do not have the concealed permit, you have to wait 3 days. So I want you to know that. You were a little unclear about that.
I don't know if that's right. I don't know if he's right about that. Maybe he is, and if he is, I'll give it to him. But I think that you can do that, what he's saying. You can buy a weapon if you have a concealed carry permit from a private owner and avoid all the wait times. I don't know if you have a concealed carry. Can you go buy a handgun same day in Florida? It might be the case.
That might be that gun show loophole. Is what
but I'm talking about at like a gun store, like an actual gun store.
He said show though.
Oh, did he
I
say?
think it depends.
All right.
Because I think gun shows is where that really reigns true.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, for sure. I know that that's the case.
But
because
now we have all these laws. Aren't they trying to pass the don't even need the permit? Everyone can have a concealed weapon in
yes,
Florida?
there's a law that is pushing for everybody to have concealed carry abilities in the state of Florida. I don't know if that's gone through yet, but there is some discussion of that.
But also, you were talking about the handgun thing as a way of mitigating or perhaps slowing or stopping somebody from committing suicide.
Mhm.
And in the case of that, if it's somebody who doesn't have any experience, we're talking somebody who's having a bad episode of mental illness.
Right.
They have zero experience in handguns, and it was once possible for them to just buy a gun, go home with it the same day, and use it to take their own life.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that law is in place is to curb that. But what he's talking about, people who have a concealed carry, they obviously have some experience with firearms,
Right. Or possibly
already.
even have several firearms of their own.
Usually, it's not too common to have a concealed carry and have zero firearms.
Yeah, it seems like it wouldn't make sense.
Maybe there's a couple scenarios.
I
in which-
went for my class years ago.
Did you get it or?
I got my concealed carry. The only thing that I didn't have was sending it, like
To register it?
the Manila envelope to the Florida government address.
Right.
And then, but I did not own a gun until 2020.
Well, purchasing guns in Florida. Here you go. You must be 21 years of age. Rifles and shotguns may be purchased by a person who's at least 18 when that person is a law enforcement officer or correctional officer as defined in blah, blah, blah.
Not now though. They just passed the 18-year mark.
I'm just reading what they have here. This is from the fdle.state.fl.us. You must be a Florida resident to purchase a handgun. Long guns may be purchased by persons who are residents of other states so long as the sale complies with applicable laws in the purchaser's state of residence. Legal permanent resident aliens who are Florida residents may purchase a firearm and must provide a valid alien registration number. Florida does not require a permit to purchase a firearm, nor is there a permit that exempts any person from the background check requirement. So that's what I was just talking about.
So that's what a lot of the people in the Texan servers are saying that. Whereas if you have the CCP, that you can get a gun the same day, and it just takes a couple hours for the background check.
This says there is a waiting period of 3 days, excluding weekends and state holidays, between purchase and delivery of all firearms. Individuals in counties and cities have the authority to enact local ordinances extending the waiting period to as much as 5 days. So that says there's a waiting period of 3 days, excluding weekends and holidays. It doesn't say that anybody has a workaround on that. There is no limit to the number of firearms that may be transferred in a single transaction.
I'm gonna try and kill everybody here.
The transaction is considered complete once the dealer has completed and signed ATF Form 4473. An additional transfer, wherein minutes later, the next day, or the next month, requires an additional background check. They say that's from the state of Florida. You can't get it if you're a convicted felon, if you're a fugitive from justice, if you're an unlawful user or addicted to a controlled substance, but that means you gotta put the checkbox on the
following
form.
up on that.
Yeah, that means you have to be addicted to a substance, and then you go, darn it, I gotta be honest, I can't lie about this.
Oh yeah, they have that. I think that's on the form to get your driver's license. Are you addicted to drugs or alcohol?
No. Like who's checking yes on these boxes? You can't get
Somebody
a gun
wants to be watched.
if you've been adjudicated mentally defective or involuntarily committed to treatment. If you're an illegal alien, if you have a dishonorable discharge from the U.S. Armed Forces. I didn't know that, huh? If you have a dishonorable discharge, you can't have a weapon. If you renounce your United States citizenship. If you have an active protection order, a restraining order, injunction for protection, you cannot have a weapon. If you've been convicted of a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence, you can't have a weapon. And if you're under an indictment or information for a felony, you cannot have a weapon.
I didn't know that if you renounce your U.S. citizenship,
No.
they'll take your weapons away. It makes sense, though.
I never heard that
Why
before.
why would we provide you protection under the Second Amendment if you just want to
shit,
go
I may
around
have
telling
crime
people
stat.
you're not one of us.
You're very suspect if you put yourself in that category. All right, so that's what it says. Let's see what you have to say about this. Go to newsjunkie.com and let us know. Arnott says on YouTube, this is part of the problem. Media pushes a narrative and people don't look for the truth. Look, well, most people in news outlets across this country, most of them tend to have a progressive bent to what they think. Most of them, and this is people on both sides of the aisle, tend to have very limited knowledge of actually using guns and the laws around guns. And I include myself in that category because that's not me. I'm not a gun nut. I haven't grown up like that. It wasn't a big part of my life, you know. I had my dad's rifle somewhere. I don't even know where that is. And
That's bad.
Surprised you didn't try to give it to me.
I don't have it lost here. It's at my sister's house, or sort of where we may have sold that at some point in time. I'm not sure. It's all kind of a blur.
Did you wait 3 days before you sold?
No, because it's a private sale, especially of a rifle. But if you go, I'm saying if you go to the gun stores, that's where those laws apparently take place. I'll listen to anybody who knows more about this because a lot of you do, but I think I got that correct reading it right off the website. Mike on YouTube said, and it's very easy to do that, if you get your felonies expunged, you have to wait 7 years to buy. I'm a convicted felon. I got it expunged, and I have a carry. I got arrested 11 years ago, they
For
said.
what?
Yeah, and I heard that's a pain in the ass process that they can make a lot easier. All right, we'll see what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. The mystery has been solved.
Yay!
The little baby alien. Everybody said, what is this? What planet is it from? They know now. The little alien actually is. Details that you didn't even know you wanted. Coming up next on the News Junkie.
What happens when we're off the air? At Real Radio 1041 on Instagram. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution. State Road 436 is closed heading eastbound due to an accident at Piercings Avenue. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Rio Grande Avenue heading southbound at Oak Ridge Road. You can expect your regular stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line.
In order to halt that, you gotta find like a little iPad-looking thing on the ground on the ship.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm
It's hard to
Kyle
find.
at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds
Oh, I
designed
don't
for do-it-yourself.
have a helmet.
Unlike
I'm gonna
stock blinds offered
die
at big
if I
box
get out of here.
retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
This hour brought to you by Space Coast Jobs Now, coming March 30th.
I'm Brooke Boltz, an attorney, lifelong Floridian, and registered Republican. I come from a family line of church pastors and worship leaders. I was the first in my family to pursue a law degree and become a lawyer. I have built a successful law firm and began a legacy that I had hoped to pass on to my children. In the last year, however, my own political party has launched an aggressive attack on my ability to earn a living and provide for my family. They call us billboard lawyers to make us look greedy and self-interested, but you must know that we lawyers only make money if we collect money for our clients. Last year, I collected exponentially more money for my clients collectively than I earned for myself. The more successful a lawyer is, the more people he or she has helped. I have helped thousands of clients. Now, I need you to
Yeah,
help
I haven't
me.
found it in probably over a year. I used to run to the points I knew it spawned at and find it. That's why I haven't really been doing the 890
Experience
missions.
is smooth, and the reviews online are wonderful at GiveMeTheVin.com. They don't call us America's best car buyer for nothing.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Orlando is lurking, ready to protect what's theirs. Because in this wild, it's survival of the fittest. Welcome to their jungle. This is your team. Experience more football. Experience XFL. Your Orlando Guardians take on the DC Defenders at Camping World Stadium Saturday, April 1st at 6 p.m. Tickets on sale now. Visit xfl.com/tickets.
Some people don't do well under pressure. At Northern Tool and Equipment, we do it best. Whether you're spraying down the shop or getting the winter grime off your house, A Northern Tool pressure washer says you're serious about spring cleaning. From an all-electric power horse to a Honda-powered North Star, we'll help you build your perfect cold or hot water package with all the chemicals, attachments, and everything you need for the job ahead. Northern Tool and Equipment. We're made for this. Come see us in store or shop online at northerntool.com.
Russ Rollins here. Hey, my pool was cold, so I called Solar Source, and I'm so glad that I did. Solar Source is going to put a solar hybrid pool package on for me, which means solar energy is going to make my pool a lot warmer, and I'm also getting an energy-efficient pump, which means we're switching over from chlorine to salt water, which is so much better, and a Gulfstream electric pool heater to make sure it stays just right. Thanks to Solar Source for all of this. Going solar is a big decision. I recommend Solar Source. Go to solarsource.com/monsters to get your quote now. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Why buy from DeLand Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram? We'll never be undersold with our $25,000 lowest price guarantee. No inflated prices. And right now, it's Ram Truck Month. Get up to $9,955 off the hot new 2023 Ram 1500 in stock. Plus DeLand's lifetime warranty and oil changes with qualifying vehicle. You'll save thousands. Drive a little, save a lot. DeLand Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. See dealer for details. DeLandAuto.com. That's DeLandAuto.com.
This job, we fight for as many people as we can. Sometimes people are afraid to fight the insurance companies. That's why I'm here. Injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo DeWitt. Offices, Orlando and Tampa.
Best price the first time. Orange Buick GMC.
Well, I gotta get ready to do some stuff today. So I guess I'm going to get out of my ship and die.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the News Junkie.
Trying to get my hammerhead. We're inside.
She just dominated Elvis. She said, "Stay." Put your hand out and said, "Stay." And the dog just said, "All right, today's not my day."
Chunky dog.
He's big. He's bigger than he's supposed to be.
Take it easy,
But
guys.
He's going to be hanging out here for the next couple of weeks.